Hamilton Southeastern football on Audio Sports Online is presented by Moe's Southwest Grill, School of Rock Fishers, Wasson Nursery, and ARS Rescue Rooter. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Marcus Fredwell, bringing you another great season of Hamilton Southeastern Royals football right here on AudioSportsOnline.com. Again, I am your host, Marcus Fredwell. Glad to be with you here from Reynolds Royal Stadium and IU Health Field here at Hamilton Southeastern High School. As you can see, there's a new field surface this year, just freshly installed and finished, as I've been told, within the last week or so. So we'll see how the brand new field turf plays tonight here at Reynolds Royal Stadium and IU Health Field. We are here for an exciting contest between the Hamilton Southeastern Royals, who will be playing host to the North Central Panthers, just down the road, about 25-minute drive down to Interstate 69. And we are excited to be here for week 2 of IHSA varsity football action. Again, Marcus Fredwell with you. Going to pay a couple bills real quick, and then we'll get back to the pregame show here in just a moment. As you can see, the youngsters start to form their way onto the field. It is Little League football night here at Hamilton Southeastern High School. So give us just a second to pay some bills, and we'll get right back at you here on AudioSportsOnline.com. Moe's Southwest Grill is a proud supporter of HSE Royals Athletics. We've been serving Fishers for over 13 years. Whether you're hosting a party, business function, tailgate, or even a wedding, Moe's Catering has you covered. Moe's Catering team makes it easy with timely delivery and full setup. Call the catering hotline at 317-605-1200 or order online at Moe's.com. Now, at this time, fans, we will pause and go down to the field for the Star Spangled Banner presented by some Hamilton Southeastern Royals senior singers here, and we'll try to get the camera panned to them as well. A wonderful rendition of the Star Spangled Banner there by the senior singers here at Hamilton Southeastern High School. Again with you, your host Marcus Fredwell, joining you from Hamilton Southeastern High School tonight for this Week 2 matchup between the Royals of Hamilton Southeastern High School and the Panthers of North Central High School. We will give you some records here in just a quick second, as I am a little bit underprepared this week, but I know that all of you loyal listeners will bear with me as we get it going here. The Royals defeated Lawrence Central High School last week by a score of 21-20 on the road in a very tight contest. So look for the Royals to, in any close game, have the ability to pull it out as they did so well the first game.
Give me just a second as I keep clicking on the wrong section to try to get to what happened last week for the North Central Panthers. And I appreciate the help from back here from Sam. He'll join us in the second half. A young student here from Hamilton Southeastern High School that is an aspiring broadcaster, so we're going to try not to scare him away too quickly. As he mentioned, the Panthers defeated Fishers last week by a score of 31-7, and the Tigers are coming in at the 6A level this year after a rough year last year. Same for the Panthers. The Royals will face that Fishers Tigers team here in a couple weeks in the Mud Sock game, the battle for the Mud Sock, whatever you want to call it. They'll face off next in 2 weeks on September 7th at HSE in that their second Crossroads Conference battle. This HSE squad will take on Avon next week at Avon, and Marcus Predwell will be with you on the call for that one as well, as we will bring you things from Avon High School next week. We'll let you know a little bit about their game tonight, as well as the Orioles faced off and beat Plainfield last week, but a little bit tougher test for them as they'll face off with Ben Davis this week. That was a bugaboo for the Orioles last year, so it could be a very interesting contest between the Royals and the Orioles next week. Both teams looking to come into that contest with a 2-0 record as we await the arrival of this Hamilton Southeastern football squad onto the field. We are ready, just about ready to go. We're definitely going to look to see some things from the quarterback play tonight, as I believe the starter is going to still be Mitch Hebben Street, who handled the signal calling duties for them most of last season. Definitely also look for a couple of different guys to be rather effective. Lance Stevens, who has been a big part of this defense for the last couple of years, will look to make some impacts tonight as well. We will keep things going here and pay a couple more bills before we get started. About 7.5 minutes before the coin toss and kickoff will take place. So we'll give you a couple more reads here and get back with you for some more pregame action in just a moment. Stanley Chevrolet in McCordsville has been family-owned and operated for over 50 years. Their sales agents are not commission-based, so there is no need to ask for the family discount. It's already factored into every deal. The service department of Stanley Chevrolet is top of the line and offer up their new vehicles as transportation while they work on your vehicle. Skip the big city dealerships and visit Stanley Chevrolet today off West Broadway in McCordsville. Learn more at StanleyChevy.com or call them at 317-335-3000. School of Rock Fishers is located at 11740 Oleo Road, Suite 100 in Fishers, Indiana, 46037 in the Kroger Plaza. This is the most revolutionary rock music school in the world. They'll have your kid playing in a band in 30 minutes and inspire them to rock on stage and in life. Fishers School of Rock is open 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and on 12 to 2 on Saturdays during the summertime. Find them on the web at FisherSchoolOfRock.com or call 317-284-1148 for more information. Again, that's FisherSchoolOfRock.com or call 317-284-1148. ARS Rescue Rooter, Indiana, is the place for all your heating, cooling, and plumbing needs. As a leader in the Indianapolis area for over 50 years, they understand how important your comfort is. ARS Rescue Rooter, Indiana, is a proud supporter of this Hamilton Southeastern football broadcast because they care about the communities they serve and strive to give back to the organizations and individuals who make our communities better places to live. For more information, call 317-390-5555. That's 317-390-5555. Or check them out online at arsindianapolis.com. Wasson Nursery, located at 13279 East 126th Street in Fishers, is the landscape company that has been building better backyards in Indiana and Ohio for over 40 years. They have 3 nurseries at 3 locations, including Fishers, Muncie, and Union City. Wasson Nursery has gardening experts on staff to help you pick the right plants for your home, and they offer free fertilizer at each location. All you need to do is bring your jug. Learn more about them by visiting wassonnursery.com.
And ladies and gentlemen, you can see the Royals. There come the flags. Shortly followed after there is going to be the HSE Royals football squad coming out onto the field for tonight's contest. Again, the Royals come into this one with a record of 1-0. And the North Central Panthers do as well after they put a hurting on Fishers last week. So definitely a revamped
North Central squad, as the past several years have proven to be a big improvement. HSE is going to be coached by Adam Morris. This is his first year overall at Hamilton Southeastern. He went 6-4 in 2015 and 7-4 in 2016 at Muncie Central High School. So this is his first year as head coach of the Royals. So look for him to have a little bit of a chip on his shoulder as he goes throughout the season this year. Now, Kevin O'Shea is in his second year here at North Central High School. He's got a career record of 218 and 80 in his 26th year overall. It's the second year now at North Central. He went 3-7 last year, and so far they are 1-0 this season. So both coaches coming in early parts of their career at their specific programs. And as you can hear, the raucous crowd here at Hamilton Southeastern High School is ready to go for their first home contest of the season. Again, they won at Lucas Oil Stadium last week against Lawrence Central by a score of 21-20. So look for the Royals to be the favorite in a close competition. As you can see at the bottom of your screen, the captains meeting with the official and getting ready to walk to the center of the field. The Southeastern Royal captains include number 52, Evan Lance. Number 26 is Tony Caseri. And it looked like they had another one there for a second. Yeah, that's number 3, Jackson Lance. And as also number 11, Ben Boyson, who Boyson had a good year last year receiving the football. So let's see what the Panthers will bring up. Number 2 is Liam Thompson. Number 78 is Jamichael Watts. And number 7 is Harrison Oakes. So we'll see where those guys line up. Looks like Oakes is listed as a wide receiver. Liam Thompson listed at quarterback. And number 78, Jamichael Watts, listed as an offensive lineman. So both squads looking to, again, improve their record to 2-0 tonight as they come in this contest. Both of them locked at 1-0. So we'll see which one of them makes the difference tonight and gets the win, moving their record to 2-0. Somebody's going to be 1-1 at the end of the night, and we just want to make sure that that's not the Royals as we get ready to go here at Reynolds Royal Stadium here at IU Health Field on AudioSportsOnline.com. Again, Marcus Fredwell with you right here on AudioSportsOnline.com. It looks like the Panthers have won the toss, elected to defer to the second half. So that means the Royals will start with the ball receiving out of the north end zone, moving left to right on your computer screen or radio dial. And looks like deep to receive for the Royals is going to be number 1, Manny Daniels, and number 31 is Lance Stevens. We already talked about him briefly in the pregame show, so look for Stevens to be able to take one to the house if he gets a shot. You never know early in the season. You can always see an onside kick or a pooch kick of some kind. It looks like number 28 will kick it off for the Panthers, and that's going to be Julian Gay. So we'll see what he does with this first boot of the game.
And we're getting just about ready to go. The officials are going to whistle this thing into play. They're going to set the clock to 12 minutes anytime now. Got a great group of folks here that get us set up here at Hamilton Southeastern High School. I want to thank them all, including the press box especially. Here's the kick deep, received by Daniels, and Manny Daniels looks to take it up the middle. He's hit by a couple of North Central tacklers right around the 20-yard line, and that's where the Royals will start 1st and 10, and we will get this one underway. The Royals will huddle right there on the sideline and look to get the play in. First play of the game. Traditionally, the Royals are a power-running football team, but again, with Foster in his first year as head coach here, we'll see if they have any kind of a different style. And it looks like going back there to take the snaps is going to be number 5, Cody Sparks will go back and take the snaps. Takes the first snap, dropping back, looking, has a man over the middle right through his fingertips. And that was intended for number 81, Landon Morris, the tight end. Slot receiver tight end right there on the play. He couldn't quite hang on to it. Sparks was flushed out of the pocket, and it's going to be a 2nd down and 10 now for the Royals. Sparks calls the signals again. He's got Harris behind him in the backfield. He calls the signals, long snap count, and now he looks to the sideline to change the play. Doesn't look like any change was made. Here Sparks takes the snap, hands it off up the middle to Harris. No, he doesn't. He passes it, a little run-pass option there. And he had another man, but just a little bit high, intended for number 86, DeAndre Rhodes on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Royals. You see Mitch Heavenstreet warming that leg up. And as I mentioned, he was a quarterback last year. That's incorrect. He was the kicker last year. So Heavenstreet will run that role. Here's a fake handoff, and Sparks takes it himself. He's got enough for the first down, a little bit more. He's knocked out of bounds on the play by number 7, that captain, Harrison Oakes, but not before he's able to gain enough for a Hamilton Southeastern Royal first down. And just 20 seconds into the game, it's a 1st and 10 for the Royals. A nice little pickup there by Sparks on the quarterback keeper. And it's going to be 1st and 10. Here's the fake handoff again. He's looking to pass. He's got a man. And what a pass. He's got a man wide open. And that's going to be a chance for Rhodes to take it all the way in for a Hamilton Southeastern touchdown. Sparks faked the handoff up the middle. Ran to his left just a touch. And what a route there by Rhodes. DeAndre Rhodes, number 86, on the catch and run. He had nobody between him and the end zone when he caught the ball, and he took it all the way in for a score. Great play and a great route. Big credit to Sparks and Rhodes on that play, hooking up for the big score. Credit him with about a 65-yard touchdown. And extra point from Heavenstreet is up, and it's through. And that'll bring us to a score of 7-0. Well, less than a minute into the game, clock reads 11:30, and the scoreboard reads 7-0 quickly for the Hamilton Southeastern Royals, who managed to score 21 points in 4 quarters last week. And already this week, in 30 seconds of gameplay, they have scored 7 points. So if the Royals defense can hold up and make a stop here, a lot of momentum for the HSE football squad. Moe's Southwest Grill is a proud supporter of HSE Royals Athletics. We've been serving Fishers for over 13 years. Whether you're hosting a party, business function, tailgate, or even a wedding, Moe's Catering has you covered. Moe's Catering team makes it easy with timely delivery and full setup. Call the catering hotline at 317-605-1200 or order online at moes.com. Here's the kickoff. It's taken at the 2 by the North Central receiver, and he takes it up the middle. He's got a little bit of room, but he's hit hard at about the 26-yard line. And that's where he'll be taken down at the 27, 11:24 on the clock. There's a little bit of laundry down there on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officiating staff will call. It's going to be a holding on the Panthers. So we will move them back down to their own 17, and that's where they'll start it with 1st and 10. Panther offense breaks the huddle. Quarterback Thompson will be flanked to the right in the backfield by the tailback. 3 receivers head to the right, 1 down to the left. At the bottom of your screen, calls the signals, hands it off up the middle to his running back. He takes it, he breaks a couple tackles, spins, keeps his feet, and continues to move. A little bit of extracurriculars there between a lineman and a linebacker on that play. And oh no, the Royals already have a man down on the field, and they'll blow the play dead because of it. Number 32 on that carry, though, was Alexander Tarver. Looks like down for the Royals is number 74, Trent Williams, the big defensive tackle. Stanley Chevrolet in McCordsville has been family-owned and operated for over 50 years. Their sales agents are not commission-based, so there is no need to ask for the family discount. It's already factored into every deal. The service department at Stanley Chevrolet is top of the line and offer up their new vehicles as transportation while they work on your vehicle. Skip the big city dealerships and visit Stanley Chevrolet today off West Broadway in McCordsville. Learn more at StanleyChevy.com or call 317-335-3000. And he will be helped off the field now. That defensive lineman for the Royals, as again, that is Trent Williams, who's being helped off the field, and he's being given a head pat by his coach. Let him know that we still care about you, bud. Go get yourself right. So here come the Panthers breaking the huddle. It's going to be 2nd and 2, ball spotted 26-yard line. And just maybe even 2nd and 1. And here comes the snap. The handoff goes up the middle, and he's got enough for a first down there. Again on the carry is number 32, and that was Alexander Tarver on the carry. It's going to be 1st and 10 now for the Panthers.
What did you woohoo? Craig Cobb got tackled.
So the Panthers will break the huddle again. They'll send 1 receiver down to the bottom of the field. Now they'll send the tight end into the slot. 2 receivers at the top of the field as well. And Tarver flanks Thompson in the backfield. And here's another handoff to Tarver. And this time he stood up in the backfield by a host of Royal defenders. First man on the hit there was number 26, Tony Casseri. And Casseri came up with a big hit out of the left end that time. And a big stop for the Royals. Also on the play was number 36, Anthony Eggers, coming up with making another big hit for the Royals. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 here. 3 receivers go to the top, 1 to the bottom of the field. And Tarver flanks Thompson in the backfield. Thompson calls the signals, looking to pass this time. Flushed out of the pocket, but he is going to get sacked by Isaac Apeo. And Abeo comes through the line very quickly. It's almost like he was unblocked from his defensive end position. And what a play there by Abeo. Third down and about 20 to go. It looks like the ball's going to be spotted at the 20, and they got to get out to the 40. So a big third down play here for the Royals early on, as they've got North Central deep in their own territory. Thompson's going to call the signals, got receivers to either side. Now he's looking to pass, throws over the middle, not even close to his wideout. It was actually closer to the Royals, and that will bring up fourth down, and no question, the punt team is coming onto the field for the Panthers, and the Royals will send back number 36, Eggers, to receive this kick. In to kick for the Panthers, number 28, is Julian Gay. It looks like he will handle all of the kicking duties for the Panthers this evening. And there's the snap back. Gay gets a boot into it. It's going to be a nice kick. It's going to hit around the 45 and roll a little bit more. And that'll stop around the 39-yard line of the Royals. And that's where it'll be first down and 10 for Hamilton Southeastern. School of Rock Fishers is located at 11740 Oleo Road in Suite 100 in Fishers. They are the most revolutionary music school in the world. They'll have your kid playing in a band in 30 minutes and inspire them to rock on stage and in life. Fisher School of Rock is open Monday 1 to 9 through Monday through Thursday 1 to 9 and 12 to 2 on Saturdays during the summer. Find them on the web at fisherschoolofrock.com or call them at 317-284-1148 for more information. And that play that you just saw was a quick one, and it was an incomplete pass to the near side. It's going to bring up second down for the Royals. And they'll try to go quickly here as they call the plays. There's two receivers stacked at the bottom of the field, one in the slot and one by himself at the top. Here's Sparks looking, throws a hitch route to the wideout, and he's got his man at the top of the screen. That was Jackson Lance, number 3, who made a nice little, ran a really nice route there, made a nice little catch on the right at the 6. It's going to be second and about a yard for Sparks, third and about a yard for Sparks and the Royal offense. Looks like there's some discussion going on between the officials here right at midfield. Looks like one of the play clocks has actually burned out in some capacity, as only the play clock at the north end of the field is working right now. Here comes a man across the formation on 3rd and 1, and a hard count from Sparks forced Kyrie Burt Page to jump, and that'll be a first down for your Royals. First and 10 now for the Royals across the midfield stripe as Sparks calls the signals, takes the snap. Has to be flushed out of the pocket here, looking, throwing deep over the middle, tipped, and broken up as that was intended for Rhodes once again, but Sparks couldn't quite find him there as it was over his outstretched hands and tipped away by the North Central defender on that play. Quickly come back to the line, do the Royals. And here's 2 receivers to the near side and 2 to the far side. Bunched closely together. Now a handoff up the middle, and it's a couple of broken tackles. A nice little run there by Matt Harris as the Royals spread out the defense and looked to put it right up the middle. And they're going to go quick once again as it's 3rd down and about a yard. And Sparks calls the hard count. Now looks to the sideline for the change of play.
And here's the snap, handoff up the middle. No, he keeps it himself, does Sparks. And he slides. And some Royal faithful are looking for a late hit there, but I think it was a pretty bang play. Would have been a tough call to throw the penalty flag there. So first down for the Royals, and they continue to move. And here comes the snap to Sparks. He's looking, pumps, throws, and a little off target there. He was looking for number 81, Landon Morris, on that one, and it was thrown incomplete just over his hands. Looks like Sparks is going to look to the sideline again. There's three coaches here at the bottom of your screen, and you can just see them at the bottom left corner of your screen giving signals out on each play. They do that as kind of a decoy to make sure that the other side's not picking up their signals. Sparks takes another snap, drops back. Oh, he fumbled it. Look for the Royals to try to get on that one. I think they have. And Sparks hit from the blind side that time and couldn't hang on to the football. Gets up. He's kind of loosening the arm back up there as he took a little bit of a shot on that play. But he gets up. He looks just fine. So let's see what the Royals decide to do here on 3rd and long. It's going to be their first 3rd and long of the night. They had a 3rd and 10 earlier, but this is their first chance at 3rd and more than 10. Let's see what they try to go with here. Two receivers to the bottom, one in the near side slot and one by himself at the top. Sparks drops back. Screen play set up. It's completed to the running back, and he's got it. He's really close to a first down. It's going to all depend on the spot there, and that was Matt Harris on the reception. A nice call there as using the momentum of the defense against themselves. It's 4th and short now, and Sparks will take the snap. He fakes the handoff. Now he's going to take it himself. He's hit, but he's got a first down. His helmet pops off, so he'll have to come out for this next play. And that'll bring in Andrew Hobson. So a likely handoff here from Hobson to Harris as the Royals have a 1st and 10 after that one. A nice little carry there by Sparks to bring the offense inside the red zone with a first down. So this is Hobson calling the signals. Now he's going to hand it off to Harris. And, yeah, with a backup quarterback in there, you can pretty much just key on the tailback and make the play and just drive it right up the middle. And that's what they did. Coach Foster's wishing that his young backup quarterback would have taken it himself. But Sparks back in nonetheless. Harris behind him. Two receivers to each side. Sparks looking, throws over the middle. Got a man in the breadbasket, and he dropped it. That was Jackson Lance on the play, who just earlier this drive ran a tremendous route and catch. Ran another good route there, but didn't look it in all the way. And that'll bring up 3rd down and about 11 here. Call it 12 from the 21-yard line. As Sparks looks to the sideline for the signals. Three receivers to the near side, one at the top of the field by himself, and Harris behind Sparks. Sparks fakes the handoff, looks to pass, and he is wrapped up and sacked in the backfield. Credit number 54, Cameron Brown on the tackle, and that'll bring up a 4th and long. And it looks like the Royals will bring out Heaven Street and the field goal unit. Heaven Street's kick will be spotted at the 36-yard line. So this will be a 46-yard attempt here. Snap is back. Hold is down. The kick is up, and it was tipped near the line of scrimmage, and it's not going to make it. So the North Central Panthers will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20. But that ball was definitely tipped before it got too far off of the foot of Heaven Street. So the special team staff going to look at the tape and see where that one came from and see what they can do to fix it next time. Nonetheless, the Panthers will take over 1st down and 10, again from their own 20-yard line here. As in high school football, anytime a field goal is missed from outside of the 20. It reverts back to a touchback. And the Panthers will take it from the right hash mark here on 1st and 10 from their own 20. Thompson back there with Tarver in the backfield. 2 receivers to each side of the formation. Thompson dropping back the pass. Looking, he's got his man. And a nice play there. It was close, but just in time was number 18, John McCall, on the deflection and preventing the reception there. The pass intended for Max Powell on the play. And the Royals get the signal, and the Panthers get the signal, and they will break the huddle and send 2 receivers to each side of the formation once again. Thompson takes the snap, drops back, looking over the middle. Now he's going to run with it. He breaks out. He's got across the line of scrimmage. Now he's got a first down, a little bit more, and he's going to be taken down around the 34, and it's going to be a first down for the Panthers as Thompson was flushed out of the pocket but was still able to bring himself back into a first down. So Thompson will take the snap with 3 to the near side, 1 to the far side, hands it off to Tarver up the middle. Tarver takes it across the line of scrimmage, gains about 3 or 4 on the play. Ball will be spotted at the 38, and it'll be second down and about 6. Tarver flanks Thompson in the backfield. Thompson takes the snap, hands it off to Tarver on the right side, sweep. Tarver breaks a couple tackles and he works his way down inside of across the 45, near the 50, and he'll be taken down at the 48, but not before he has enough for another Panther first down. So they'll break the huddle again, send 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Tarver flanks Thompson in the backfield, fakes the handoff, looks near side, throws it underneath to his wideout, but can't find him. Looking for Richard Hamilton on the play, but no dice. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Again, we're going to do our best to keep you updated on that Avon score with Ben Davis as much as possible as we look to see what's the Orioles are going to, or the Royals, are going to face next week. And there's a second down pass from Thompson that falls incomplete as well. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 10. And the Royal defense will look to stand strong here. North Central has the play in from the sideline. They'll break the huddle. And it looks like somebody jumped on that one as Thompson was calling the hard count. There's either a false start or an encroachment. It looks like it's going to be an offsides. Yeah, offsides is the call. And that'll bring up a 3rd and a little bit less this time. Looks like it's going to be about 5 yards for the Panthers. 2 receivers to the near side, a tight end flank to the right with a receiver on his own at the top. Tarver picks up a block. Thompson steps up in the pocket. He's flushed out. He's looking to have another first down, and he does, as he takes it across the 40, down inside the 35-yard line. It looks like maybe he's going to be spotted right there at the 35. And let's see if we can pick up some scores for you.
So Thompson picks up the first
for the Panthers, and here come the Panthers out. 3 receivers to the near side. Thompson fakes the handoff to Tarver, rolls out, passes, has a man wide open. He breaks a couple tackles. He's down inside the 15, near the 10, where he will be stopped and taken down. He's got a first down for the Panthers once again. Lawrence Central, who fell to the Royals last week, is trailing leads Bishop Chatard right now by a score of 7-0 in the first quarter. And on that next play, the first down run by Tarver. He's going to be taken down right across the 10 near the 9, and it'll be second down for the Panthers. Warren Central's at halftime with Trinity High School of Kentucky, and they're down right now 28-21. Trinity, one of the powerhouses in the state of Kentucky. And looks like there's no score reported yet from Avon and Ben Davis. But here's a play, a quick one, and a touchdown pass from Thompson to his receiver, Trayvon Elliott. And that's going to be a North Central Panther touchdown. Scott Hogue will come in to kick the extra point. And it looks like there's going to be some type of a penalty here. And it looks like approximately 12 minutes ago, Samson James ran in a 3-yard touchdown, and the Orioles lead it now by a score of 14-0 over the over the Ben Davis Giants. And there's 4:31 left in the first at last report. And Samson James just went in for 6. And we'll try to keep you updated as that one goes along here. But at this time, we're going to bring you back with another message in just a moment on audiosportsonline.com. ARS Rescue Rooter Indiana is the place for all your heating, cooling, and plumbing needs. As a leader in the Indianapolis area for over 50 years, they understand how important your comfort is. ARS Rescue Rooter Indiana is a proud supporter of this Hamilton Southeastern football broadcast because they care about communities and they strive to give back to organizations and individuals who make our communities better places to live. For more information, call 317-390-5555 or check them out online at arsindianapolis.com. And here is the kickoff, and it's going to go back to the deep man, and that's Lance. Lance will take it. He finds a seam, and he is going to take it down near the 40, but a flag comes down, and that is only a chance for a penalty on the Royals there, as nothing else really to call there on the defense. Let's see what the call is here. It's in the area of a holding or a block in the back. Yeah, holding is going to be called on the Royals. That's the second time we've seen a hold called on a kickoff tonight. Possible point of emphasis this year for the officiating staff. Again, Avon leads Ben Davis 14-0. That Avon Orioles squad over the last couple of years, credit Mark Bless and the coaching staff over there because they've been able to revamp and make some serious things happen.
Here's the snap. The handoff goes up the middle to Lance Stevens. And he's got about 5, maybe 6 on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 4. Now the end of the first quarter, Avon leads 14-7. There's Stevens again, who rumbles through a couple tackles. Gains about 12 on the play. It's going to be 1st and 10 now for the Royals as they continue to move quickly. Yeah, Avon at the end of the first quarter leads at 14-7 over Ben Davis. And here's another quick play and a handoff right up the middle once again. This time stuffed at the line of scrimmage is Stevens. And the Royals are going to look to go quickly once again. 2 receivers stacked at the bottom of your screen. 2 receivers to the top with 1 in the slot. And a quick hard count. Now Sparks looks to the sideline. Sparks with Stevens behind him. Takes the snap. Hands off. No fakes the handoff. Throws. Ball is tipped away and knocked down by Thomas Brana. And Brana coming up with a big play there, bringing up 3rd down and 9 for the Royals. A big 3rd down. And here comes the snap, dropping back, passing, looking. Oh, it's tipped away again. This time it was number 52, Jaden Ward, who knocked it away. And that'll bring up 4th down. But Sparks will stay in there. It's possible that the Royals are going to go for it. It's also possible that they'll drop back into a punting formation. And it looks like they drew him off sides. Let's see what the official calls here. It should be an offsides penalty. Won't do a whole lot for the Royals, but yeah, encroachment on the defense, and that'll set up the Royals with a little bit of extra room here. Yeah, a little trick tactic there as the Royals lined their offense up and ran them off the field to give themselves 5 extra yards. Here's a low snap. It bounces, but picked up by Heaven Street, and a nice punt away deep, received at about the 22. He's going to be stopped by an outstretched arm of number 52, and that was Evan Lance, who made a big hit on that play. So 1st and 10 now for the Panthers at about the 32-yard line after a nice return there by Trayvon Elliott. Got to give a lot of credit there on that one to Lance as he came up with a big play, and even more credit to Heaven Street to be able to pick that ball up, and a nice little pitch and catch there from Thompson to his receiver Jordan Bingham, and Bingham's got a 1st down. Credit him with 15 and put the ball at the 47, and the Panthers are ready to go once again. 3 receivers to the top of the field, 1 to the bottom. Handoff goes to number 32, and that is Alexander Tarver. Tarver's taken down in the backfield that time by the Hamilton Southeastern Royals defense. And that will be the final play of the first quarter. And an easy flip here as the officials only have to walk it off about 5 yards and right in the center of the field. So we'll be back with you here in just a moment after a quick message from our sponsors. Wasson Nursery, located at 13279 East 126th and Fishers, is the landscape company that has been building better backyards in Indiana and Ohio for over 40 years. They have 3 nurseries in 3 locations, including Fishers, Muncie, and Union City. Wasson Nursery has gardening experts on staff to help you pick the right plants for your home. They offer free fertilizer at each location. All you need to do is bring your jug.
Learn more about them by visiting wassonnursery.com. So 1 quarter in the books here at Reynolds Royals Stadium here at Hamilton Southeastern High School and IU Health Field. The Royals and the Panthers are deadlocked at 7. Another close one so far. And as for the things going on at Avon High School, the Orioles lead it by a score of 21-7 in the second quarter now. 11:35 to play. Samson James with another touchdown run, and Bandy knocked in the extra point. So Samson James is going to be a name that you HSE fans are hearing called a lot next week, as that young man does a lot of good things for that Avon Orioles staff. They also have Henry Hessen at quarterback and a number of talented wide receivers. So definitely a challenge in store for us Royal fans next week. We'll bring you that one right here on audiosportsonline.com. You can join us on the Avon page or the Hamilton Southeastern page for that one. Here's Thompson dropping back to pass. Flush from the pocket, giving chase, and they got him sacked in the backfield right near the line of scrimmage, but just behind the line. Isaac Abeo again giving chase on that one. And a nice play there by the Royal defense to bring up 3rd down and about 13. Third down and about 12 here. Thompson's going to have Tarver to his left in the backfield. He's got 2 receivers to his right, 2 to the left. Drops back. Looking over the middle. Has his man again, and that's a first down for the Panthers. That is Jordan Bingham once again on the reception. And another first down for the Panther defense. And, oh, no, Isaac Abeo has on the floor. And he looks like he's in pain. As a reminder, we'll be accompanied by Sam Houston for part of the second half. As long as he wants to join us, we'll get his take, and him and a couple of his peers here at Hamilton Southeastern are looking to start their own form of broadcast on these HSE games. So we'll definitely look to help him try to achieve his dreams, as we know Rob, myself, and several others of us here at audiosportsonline.com definitely know what it's like to have the desire to get into radio and TV broadcasting at a young age, as Rob and myself both got started several years ago. Rob and I were talking about it last week. For over 15 years now, audiosportsonline.com has been a fixture in the various communities of central Indiana. And here comes North Central again. Thompson fakes the handoff to Tarver, looking over the near side, has a man once again, and that's going to be caught by Trayvon Elliott, and he's got another first down for the Panthers as they're moving the ball quite well.
Back out comes Thompson. 2 receivers go to his left. Tarver in the backfield with him. He's going to fake the handoff. No, it's going to be a shovel pass to his tight end, and that young man is rumbling, stumbling, bumbling all the way inside the 10 down to the 7. And the tight end, Max Powell, on the shovel pass will take it across the 10 down to the 7, and it's going to be 1st and goal for the Panthers. So here comes Thompson, same formation to the near side, and Tarver gets the handoff up the middle, and he gets very little, but excuse me, he's down to about the 5-yard line.
Yeah, give him a yard on the play. It's going to be 2nd goal from the 6-yard line. Thompson with 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the top of the field, and the Panthers will call their first time out of the game. So with that, we'll take a quick vocal timeout. Be back with you in a moment here on audiosportsonline.com.
So HSE has never had anything like this. One of my best friends at Fisher, he runs their Fisher Sports Network and they do games and stuff. And so he had me on to do a game with him last year. And why we have this at HSE, like, it's perfect. So I came to our broadcast team and my good friends. So we just got started. That's very cool. We're just working on getting, like, be a fixture at HSE.
I'll ask you about that, but I didn't know. All right, here's the handoff to Tarver as he takes it up the middle. Takes it inside the 5, down to about the 3 or the 4. It's going to be 3rd and goal from there as the clock ticks down inside of 10 minutes and inches closer to halftime. Again, we'll have Sam Houston here with us at halftime and beyond. He's going to talk a little bit about what he's getting started here at HSE with the broadcasting program and the like, and what he'll be doing next year after he graduates from the great institution of Hamilton Southeastern. Here's the handoff to Tarver again. Looked like he struggled to hang on to it for a second, and that caused him to head back. A flag thrown by the side judge over there, and let's see what it's there for. It's in the area of a block in the back or a face mask. I can't tell. Yeah, holding actually. Holding is called, but it'll either be 4th and goal from about the 5 or it'll be 3rd and goal from about the 14. So let's see what the Royals decide to do. Right now the ball's spotted at the 4, but yeah, they'll move them back. A 10-yard penalty will bring the Panthers all the way back to the 14-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 3rd down and goal from the 14. They got to score here. So they'll bring in a little bit more of a passing unit, looks like. Will the Panthers, the Royals, down there with 4 linemen, 2 linebackers out there as well, and a few safeties and defensive backs in there looking to get the stop on the play. Here's Thompson taking the snap. Looking. Flush from the pocket. He's going to have to take it himself, and he'll get some yards, but not enough for a first down. And that'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. So a nice job there by the Royals of getting that 3rd down stop and forcing 4th down here from the 8-yard line. That will bring on place kicker Scott Hoig. And the holder is Harrison Oakes. So let's see the snap. Snap is back. Hold is down. Kick is up. It's going to be short. It is going to be short. He got a little bit under that, did Hoig. And I got to be honest with you, folks, that one might not have gone in from the extra point slot as he got under it a little bit too much and just missed the ball. And the Royals hold strong, so a big 3rd down stop leads to that 4th down. And the Royals will now have it 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. All right, so back out come the Royals. Oh, sorry about that. We got a pass. Oh, my goodness. And the pass from Sparks, he was looking for Ben Boyson on the play and almost intercepted. And if it's caught by Harrison Oakes,
He's taking it to the house, no doubt about it. So a nice break there for Sparks and the Royals offense. Ball spotted at the 20 now, 2nd and 10. Snap is back. Screen is set up. Oh, but it's intercepted. Oh, it's intercepted by the lineman. And a tremendous play there by number 90, Grant Russell. But an unfortunate mistake there for the Royals, as they will give up possession after a brilliant defensive stop. They'll give up possession. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Panthers at the Royals 8. Right there on that yellow soccer line, which is actually considered the 18 on the soccer field. And unfortunately, a big mistake there for the Royals and a large benefit here for the Panthers. North Central with 2 running backs flanking Thompson in the backfield this time. 1 receiver to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Handoff goes to Tarver, straight up the middle. He's hit. And he moves the pile just a little bit. Looks like he's gained 4 down to the 4. And it's going to be 2nd and goal from there. So Coach Foster is definitely looking for his defense to come up with another big stop. Cody Sparks down there on the sideline talking over the mistake with one of his teammates. And he's definitely looking for him to flush that from his memory as quick as possible. Here's the snap. Thompson hands it to Tarver up the middle. Tarver moves the pile again. He's close to it, but he's just shy. It's going to be 1st and goal from about the half-yard line. And I have a feeling that the Panthers are just going to go same play once again. Royals ought to stack the box here. If they're going to beat you with the pass, let them beat you. Put man coverage, and now Thompson's going to go under center. Watch a QB sneak here, and it's what it'll be. Thompson pushing. The initial push was stopped. And let's see an official signal here. Somebody needs to make a call. Still no call. I guess it's going to be a stop. Nobody ended up making a call on the play. It's going to be 4th and goal from inside the 1, but a Royal down on the field is number 23, Chris Stein. And while they're looking at that, we're going to give you a couple more we're going to pay a couple more bills here and try to get as much of this knocked out so we can talk to Sam Houston as much as we can at halftime. Moe's Southwest Grill is a proud supporter of HSE Royals athletics. We've been serving Fishers for over 13 years. Whether you're hosting a party, business function, tailgate, or even a wedding, Moe's Catering has you covered. Moe's Catering team makes it easy with timely delivery and full setup. Call the catering hotline at 317-605-1200 or order online at moes.com. Stanley Chevrolet in McCordsville has been family-owned and operated for over 50 years. Their sales agents are not commission-based, so there is no need to ask for the family discount. It's already factored into every single deal. The service department at Stanley Chevrolet is top of the line and offer up their new vehicles as transportation while they work on your vehicle. Skip the big city dealerships and visit Stanley Chevrolet today off of West Broadway in McCordsville. Learn more at stanleychevy.com or call them at 317-335-3500. Here's the snap and another push this time, and he stopped. The HSE Royal defense saw it coming, and the Panthers had no chance as the Royals come up big once again with another HSE Royal defensive stand, and that is how it's done, ladies and gentlemen. That initial push by the HSE Royal defensive line was just absolutely phenomenal. I'm sorry if I blew out your speakers there, but my goodness, what a stop by the Royals. So as the different case scenario this time, though, has the Royals backed all the way up inside their own 1. And there's going to be an illegal substitution called for here, as that'll bring the Royals back even further if that's possible.
Yeah, they had 12 men on the field. So Sparks has a man behind him in the backfield. Sends a man in motion, takes the snap, handoff up the middle. Did he get out of the end zone? Looks like he did, just barely. So look for the Royals to do anything they can to get out of the shadow of the goalpost here. 6:22 to play here in the second quarter. A tremendous goal line stop if you're just joining us. You just missed a fantastic goal line stop for the Royals, and you'll have to check it out on podcast as early as this evening. But more than likely tomorrow morning will be fully posted. But what a tremendous goal line stop, and now another penalty by the Royals will push him back inside their one even further. 2nd and 11. Here's the pass. He's looking. He's got a man in Rhodes, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Rhodes, and I apologize. I couldn't catch up with the camera there. But an incomplete pass nonetheless, and that'll bring up 3rd down from inside their own one. Call it 3rd and 11. Here come the Royals. They're looking. He's got Lance. He's looking for Lance. And, just over the arms of Lance. And that'll bring up 4th down. Again, the intended receiver, Jackson Lance. Cody Sparks was looking for him but couldn't find him. And Heaven Street will come on to kick it away. Now, on the last kick, it was a short kick. Heaven Street's left heel is on the back line of the end zone. Here's the snap, a good one and a good high kick by Heaven Street. It's going to take him all the way back to the 40, and he's looking to set up some blocks now. Here it is, Trayvon Elliott. He's going to be pushed out at about the 45. But as you can hear from the HSE faithful, Mitch Heaven Street did a great job of getting that ball kicked out of the end zone. So a nice change of field position there for the Royal defense, special teams. 5:29 to play here in the second. 7-7 tie ball game. Ball spot at the 44 of North Central Panthers. Panthers in the all white with the black helmets. Royals in the all blue with the silver helmets. And an offsides is going to be called by on HSE. And that'll be 5 free yards in favor of the Panthers. It's going to be 1st down and about 5 now. First down and 5, ball spot at 39-yard line of the Royals. Panthers will break the huddle. 3 receivers head to the left. Tarver flanks to the right side of Thompson in the backfield. And at the bottom of the screen alone is Elliott. Handoff goes up the middle to Tarver, and he's going to have a 1st down, it looks like. Ball's going to be spotted right around the 33. And, yeah, they're going to give him a 1st down. A breezy night here tonight. The wind is coming out of the southeast corner, heading toward the northwest, and blowing right into the press box here. It's nice and cool. And here's Thompson with 2 receivers to each side, dropping back to pass. Looking deep. He's got a man over his arms. Incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd down. Five minutes to play here in the second quarter. The Royals and the Panthers are deadlocked at 7. And it looks, Royals fans, like the Royals are in for another tight contest. Thompson, 2 receivers to each side, takes the snap. Drops back, looking over the middle, got a man across the middle of the formation, and he's taken down about the 16-yard line. A lot of grumbling going on here on the HSE side They were looking for a holding penalty, but they couldn't quite get one. Here's a quick play run by the Panthers. They get down near the 10-yard line, but couldn't complete the pass. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Here's another pass play. It's going to be actually a handoff, to Tarver. And Tarver is wrapped up by a host of Royal tacklers there on that one. Sorry, fans. I had one of my tripod legs get a little loose on me. I had to reset it and get you back for some better coverage here. And I think we've done that. Give me just a second here. Got to zoom in on the midfield stripe just to make sure we're all evened up. And here's another pitch this time. Goes to the receiver, Elliott. He breaks a few tackles. He's going to get down in the end zone for a touchdown. Travion Elliott, and he threw the ball up in the air. It should have been an unsportsmanlike conduct call, but nonetheless, it's going to be a touchdown for the Panthers. With 4:05 to go here in the second quarter, the Panthers lead at 13-7. On to try the extra point is number 4, Scott Hoig. Hoig. Oaks takes the snap. Here's the kick. It's up and through, but an offsides penalty will be whistled before they can get that kick off. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and it's through this time. And the Panthers lead it now by a score of 14-7. If you guys are going to be sharing a mic, I'll interview both you guys at halftime and have you join me on the second half. And here's a line drive kick from North Central kicker, and it's taken at about the 3 and brought ahead by the Royals. And they're going to have it about the 30-yard line, maybe the 32, to take over here to start the next drive. And what could be their last drive of the first half. And out comes Sparks. He's got three receivers to the near side. He gives a handoff up the middle to, I believe that was Harris. It's either Harris or Stevens in there. Let's see who it is when they get up. Yeah, that was Harris. Matt Harris, number 4 on the carry. Gains about 2 or 3. They're going to burn a little bit of clock. Sparks takes a snap, rolls to the near side, looking. He's got a man. He's heading deep to Jackson Lance, and it's just out of bounds. He was looking for Jackson Lance on the near sideline, but he couldn't quite find him. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and 10 here from the 31 with 3:25 to play. Sparks, who has thrown a couple of really good balls tonight, just can't quite find that deep ball yet. But look for them to continue going to it because Sparks has an absolute cannon for an arm. Here's the snap. Sparks looking. He looked outside and got hit as he threw, and that ball sailed well over the wide receiver's head. And that'll bring up 4th and 10 from their own 31. And it looked like the Royals almost got them to jump again. But we don't have a look straight down the line. Here's the snap to Heaven Street. He gets another high boomer off. It's going to be taken at the 25 by Elliott. Elliott looking to break some tackles. He does so, and he's taken down at the 30 by number 57, I believe, or 49, excuse me, by number 49, Nate Haas on the play. And just overhead, there is most likely a news station of some type, but there will be some Friday night skylights tonight, as I believe they usually land it just over on the baseball or softball field. So here come Thompson and the Panthers. He's going to roll out to the near side. Rolls out, looks, has a man. It's Elliott. It looked like it was dropped, or was it? No, he caught it. Wow, what a play by Trayvon Elliott. That young man has some tremendous hands on him. 1st down here, ball spotted right at the 45-yard line. 2:53 to play in the first half. The clock ticks down. Clock will stop on any out-of-bounds, incomplete, or 1st down. The clock will be restarted after the chains are set on the 1st down. Thompson chased out of the pocket and sacked in the backfield. Is that Eggers? Yes, it is. Anthony Eggers on the sack for the Royals, coming up with a huge play there. Reminder, we're going to have Sam Houston with us in the second half, as well as his counterpart, Sam Smith. Both Sams will join us at halftime and in the second half. They will share a microphone, but we will let them get a little practice in here with us as we get so much support from the Southeastern schools that we just love to help them out anytime we can. And here's a pass over the middle. He was looking for Elliott, but almost found number 18, and that was John McCall on the coverage on the play. No question in anybody's mind who Thompson's favorite target is. It's number 9, Trayvon Elliott. And it's 3rd down and 16 now, as a big stop looming right here for the Royals. And they've got enough timeouts as well to be able to stop the clock several times on the next drive. If they can get it in Heaven Street with a big leg, can definitely make some impacts. Here's another pass from Thompson. Caught this time on the outside by number 12, Richard Hamilton. And that'll bring up a 4th down and about 11. Nope, excuse me, 4th down and about 9. And the Royals will take a timeout to stop the clock and force the Panthers to make a decision here with 1:34 to play.
So another timeout will bring us to another quick message so we can do as much talking with the Sams at halftime as possible. School of Rock Fishers, located at 11740 Oleo Road, Suite 100 in Fishers, is the most revolutionary music school in the world. They'll have your kid playing in a band in 30 minutes and inspire them to rock on stage and in life. Fisher School of Rock is open Monday through Thursday, 1 to 9, and Saturdays from noon to 2 during the summer. Find them on the web at fishers.schoolofrock.com or call them at 317-284-1148 for more information. And the helicopter just hovers over Reynolds Royal Stadium right now, probably looking to find some sort of a big play here from one team or another. Eggers back deep to receive the punt for the Royals. Good snap. Wow, really good snap by the Panther snapper. Eggers calls for the fair catch and makes it at about the 24-yard line. And that's where the Royals will take over, 1st and 10 at their own 24. So let's see what the coaching staff has to offer us here. As it looks like about 1 minute and 27 seconds to play here. The Royals trail it by a score of 14-7, and they will relinquish possession after the halftime whistle as the Panthers elected to defer to the second half. And 3 receivers now for Sparks on the near side, 1 to the top of the field. Rolling out, has a man caught. Boyson breaks a tackle, gets close to a first down, and he'll have it. Boyson will have a first down at the 35, and the Royals will look to go quickly. Not a tough thing for them to do, as the Royals run a quick offense in the first place. And that's change are set. The clock has started. He's going to roll out to the other side. This time is Sparks. He's looking deep, has a man. Oh, just off the fingertips that time of number 81, Landon Morris. He was looking for Morris. It would have been a tremendously tough catch to make either way. Couldn't quite make the play. So here comes again. Sparks takes the snap, looking. He's got Lance. He's throwing it over, and yeah, absolutely. Pass interference is going to be the call. That was intended for Jackson. Lance pass interference on 24, Deshaun Hunter. It's going to be an easy first down. Oh, no, holding, is the call. Defensive holding. That'll bring up a first down for the Royals. They'll move the ball 10 yards ahead. Ball spotted right at the 45-yard line. Clock will start on the ready for play. And here's Sparks, 3 receivers to the right, taking a snap, looking. Lance on the stop route. He's looking for him, and he threw it in a place where only Lance could catch it, but he couldn't quite come up with it. It would have been another tremendous catch by Lance if he would have been able to make the play. But a great job by Sparks of avoiding the sack and putting the ball in only a spot where his player could make a play on it. Harris behind Sparks in the backfield. 3 receivers to the top of the field, 1 to the bottom. Sparks rolls out, has a man, it's Boyson, but he couldn't quite come up with it. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 10 from the 45 with 50 seconds to play in the first half. So on this big 3rd down play, Sparks will take his time getting the signals from the sideline. Harris back there in the backfield with him. 2 receivers stacked at the top of the formation. 1 receiver in the slot at the top of the field, and by himself is Lance at the bottom. Sparks looking, throwing another stop route to Lance. This time Hunter makes a great play to break it up. And Lance couldn't quite come up with it. That brings up 4th down
And 10 yards to go with 45 seconds left, and that will bring on the punt team and Mitch Hebenstreet for the Royals. They get the snap off, kick it away. There's nobody back there, and Hebenstreet it'll hit it about the 17 and roll all the way inside the 10 at the 6-yard line is where this one will be spotted. I'll tell you what, Mitch Hebenstreet's a young man that's got a chance to punt on Saturdays because this kid can absolutely boot the football. A nice job of changing field position for the Royals there, and a good way to round out the first half. They can just get a couple stops here and send it to halftime. We'll do a couple quick messages and a quick halftime report, and then we'll have the Sams here with us on audiosportsonline.com to help us learn a little bit about what they'll be doing here at Hamilton Southeastern over the next few weeks, getting their own little broadcasting team together. A kneel down, a flag on the play. I'm not sure what, maybe not enough guys on the line of scrimmage, it looks like. Yeah, it's going to be a legal formation. Too many men in the backfield that time, so you got to have 7 on the line of scrimmage there, and it looks like that time they only had 5 or 6. So they'll go with it once again. They'll put 7 on the line of scrimmage, and they'll kneel it down one more time, with what should be the final play of the first half. And penalty was declined. They will let the clock run a little bit. And yeah, this will be the final snap of the first half here as Thompson takes the snap, kneels it down, and both teams will head to the locker room with our score 14-7 in favor of the North Central Panthers. Again, we'll pay a couple of bills real quick and then be back with you here on audiosportsonline.com with the halftime show. ARS Rescue Rooter Indiana is the place for all your heating, cooling, and plumbing needs. As a leader in the Indianapolis area for over 50 years, they understand how important your comfort is. ARS Rescue Rooter Indiana is a proud supporter of this Hamilton Southeastern Royal football team because they care about communities they serve and strive to give back to the organization and individuals who make our communities better places to live. For more information, call 317-390-5555 or check them out online at arsindianapolis.com. Wasson Nursery, located at 13279 East 126th Street in Fishers, is a landscape company that has been building better backyards in Indiana and Ohio for over 40 years. They have 3 nurseries in 3 locations, including Fishers, Muncie, and Union City. Wasson Nursery has gardening experts on staff to help you pick the right plants for your home. And they offer free fertilizer at each location. All you need to do is bring your jug. Learn more about them by visiting wassonnursery.com. All right, sports fans. Well, that's the end of the first half here. And once again, we're trying to keep you updated as we will let you know it is 28-17. The Royal, or excuse me, I'll do that like 400 times tomorrow night, or next week, excuse me. But the Orioles lead the Ben Davis Giants by a score of 28-17 at halftime. That's, again, the opponent that the Royals will be facing off with next week here, over at Avon High School. So we'll definitely keep an eye on that one as long as we are here tonight. But at this time, we're going to bring in a couple of young aspiring broadcasters, if you will, a couple seniors here at Hamilton Southeastern High School on audiosportsonline.com. We have with us Sam Smith and Sam Houston, 2 senior students here at Hamilton Southeastern High School, and they are a part of a group that is getting ready to bring high school football to into the classroom, as we understand. Explain a little bit about what you guys are trying to do.
Yeah, Marcus, first and foremost, thanks for having us here today, just giving us an opportunity to learn. So, here at HSE, we're actually going to start a sports broadcasting class that is in charge of a new sports network here at Hamilton Southeastern called the Southeastern Sports Network. And so just some of our responsibilities include live tweeting the games. We're going to
working the camera, color commentary, play-by-play, stats, all that kind of stuff. We're really looking forward to it. It should be a learning experience for all of us and something that we hope to carry on for years here at Hamilton Southeastern.
Very, very cool. So Sam Houston and I were talking earlier, and you had a chance to broadcast a game with a friend of yours from Fisher Sports TV, and you saw what they were doing, and you asked yourself, why aren't we doing this at Hamilton Southeastern?
Yeah, that's exactly right. So I had a great opportunity to go broadcast a women's basketball game actually with one of my friends, and it was just a lot of fun seeing the way that he interacts with the game, and obviously the Fisher students value that a lot. And I was thinking to myself, exactly, why don't we have something like this? So I came back to HSC, and I talked to one of my best friends who is very involved in our broadcasting program, and I said, we got to bring this up with the English department chair, and get this instituted in this high school. And so we went to him, and he said, that's pretty ironic that you say that, because we actually just got a grant to start a new English class. And so, it was really a perfect storm. The puzzle pieces were falling into place, and it was just perfect getting something like this started. And so, I'm excited. There's a lot of kids who have the interest to pursue this as a career. There's a lot of kids at our high school who love our athletic program, so it's just a great chance to interact with them and talk about sports.
Very cool, very cool. We'll bring in Sam Smith now. Sam, you mentioned that you'll be doing some camera work and live tweeting and all the like. Explain to our listeners how much actually your learning now goes on behind the scenes of a broadcast.
Yeah, that's a great question. So during class every day for the past 3 weeks, we've been just kind of practicing these skills. The Southeastern Sports Network live broadcast will debut in 2 weeks. And this past week, we've just been practicing just the play-by-play and color commentary and getting all the equipment set up and what goes into that. And we have 2 weeks to go, and it's going to be a busy 2 weeks. Just a lot of work to do, a lot of research. Writing stories, getting our stats together, learning the players. Visiting some practices, and just really getting the hang of things. A lot of us have never done something like this before, and it's not going to be perfect right away. So we got to put in the work, and we have 50 minutes every day in class, and that may not be enough. It may require some work outside of school. So we're just doing our best right now to put in the work and get ready for a couple weeks.
Well, and like you said, Sam, the amount of work that goes into it is much more than 250 minutes a week. You got Monday through Friday in class to work on it, and as you mentioned, it's going to probably take a little bit of outside extracurricular time as well. It takes away from the time that you guys are using to do homework in your senior years as you're preparing for your next step. We'll start with Sam Smith. Tell the listeners, Sam, what your next step is. What are you planning for next year as you move on to the collegiate level?
Next year, I'm thinking about a couple of things. In terms of where to go to school, I'd probably like to stay in state, but what I'm going to study, I'm interested in studying business, but also telecommunications is obviously at the top of the list too. Just something I've always been interested in, and I've always been interested in sports. And I used to have those little like NASCAR die casts and like announce my own race, and just ever since I was a little kid, it's just I've had the feel for the whole commentating thing, and I just think that would be fun to come to work every day and do that.
Very cool, Sam. Rob Kendall and myself both got started the same way back when we were in high school, basically just with our broadcast class and being taught by our broadcasting teachers. We've had a long run here at audiosportsonline.com, and we love what we do, and we're going to continue to do it until they won't allow us to anymore. So it's great to see, from my perspective, a couple of young kids who are really getting into it and kind of forging the path, if you will. Just kind of getting the things going at a young age. So we heard what Sam Smith is going to do next year. Sam Houston, we had a little bit of a brief conversation about this, but go ahead and explain to our listeners what your plans are for next season.
Yeah, so next year, can't quite say I've decided on what university I'm planning on attending, but I'd love to go somewhere and study law or government, public policy, something along those lines. I've always been interested in being a member of the debate team, being a member of just the speech team as well, and learning about foreign affairs, learning about law, and especially love just arguing. But also something else that I'm really passionate about is just, helping people. And I think that law is something that can help me, achieve that. So go to an undergrad school, and I might study something along those lines, but definitely attend law school. But that's what's attracted me about sports, too. I love sports broadcasting mostly because, I do love being able to sit in the booth and, analyze a game and talk about a game. But I love the way sports brings people together. I mean, there's nothing else in this country quite like sports that, can make us forget about all of our differences and make us remember what we do have in common. And that's just what I love. And I love how this is something that unites us as high schoolers, as neighbors, as fellow Americans. And so that's something that I would love to pursue at the next level if the opportunity does present itself. And so I'm just excited to get it started here at HSE because I know 10 years, 20 years from now, the amount of kids that, potentially their lives can change from doing a program like this. And so I think getting it started is definitely essential for, our program here at HSE.
Absolutely, and I would agree with you wholeheartedly, and I think Rob Kendall would say the same thing. Rob is the creator of our radio station here at audiosportsonline.com. He and Shane Ray and several others got together about 15 years ago and decided to start broadcasting high school sports. And Rob was 18 when he started this radio station, and he was a baby in the industry, and still looking back at it today, he's seeing some guys that he started with, and every time he comes into a press box, everybody knows who he is, and he's got the recognition, and you may be hearing his name down the line, or my name, as we need to call for some legal counsel in one case or another, but no, we're really glad to have Sam and Sam with us here for this halftime show. And if you guys are up for it, we'd love to have you join us in the second half, give your input, kind of give you a little practice for next week. Again, we're really happy that what you're doing. It's a great thing. It's a great way for you to learn. We really look forward to this second half we have upcoming here. About 10 minutes before we're going to get back with the second half action. It is a 15 plus 3 clock that we count down to. We got about 5 minutes until the teams will come back out onto the field and the band performance will wrap up. We'll let you enjoy the rest of this band performance here as we take a quick break and get stuff situated for the second half. Again, with Sam Smith and Sam Houston, I'm Marcus Fredwell. Back in a moment here on audiosportsonline.com. Make sure it's like right here when you're talking, because that way you can look on here.
Yeah, I was looking at the green, so.
Yeah, so you want it to
Green,
be,
not
to be in yellow.
Oh,
You
yellow?
want it to be at least in the yellow when you're talking.
Alright.
And like, see like this. Right here, this right here on the left. And you'll see.
Hamilton Southeastern Football on Audio Sports Online is brought to you by Moe's Southwest Grill, School of Rock Fishers, Wasson Nursery, and ARS Rescue Rooter. Marcus Fredwell back with you here on AudioSportsOnline.com. Joining me in this second half, and they will switch off possessions back and forth. I've got Sam Houston. He will get the start in the second half. And Sam Smith, his colleague and friend, will come in and back clean up for us. Sam, what are your thoughts from the first half, and what would you like to see here from the Royals in the second?
Yeah, I was very impressed in the first half, Marcus. This HSE team, might not be as athletic as this North Central team, but, we are disciplined. And to only be down 14-7 right now, we are right in this game. Early in the first half, we saw the offense was very explosive. Cody Sparks has an absolute cannon of an arm. And, a couple throws got errant. We stagnated a little bit. But, once again, we're only down by a touchdown. We had a good goal line stand early in the second quarter. So I'm excited to see what this team has because I know Coach Morris definitely made some big adjustments out there.
And just like that, Oaks is taking it around across the 50 down to the 40, inside the 40 down to the 32 of the Royals, and a nice first kickoff return of the second half. I believe he was knocked out by number 13, Mitch Heavenstreet, on the play. You will definitely have to deal with a lot of posts and walls in your way throughout your broadcasting career, as we are set up right here next to the one of the wall posts right here at in the HSE newly refurbished press box. It's a great one out here, bi-level now. So I remember the days of this being a small, scrunched, rectangular press box, and now it's definitely been revamped as we come out here with Thompson. Two receivers to the right, one to the bottom of the field, and Tarver flanks him in the backfield. Here's the snap, the handoff, right up the middle, and Tarver's taken down. Looks like number 32 on the play, and it was Seth Smarelli.
Yeah, once again, North Central's committed to the run, and they've been grinding up the middle, a couple big runs, but, as long as HSE holds tough in the trenches, you expect to see North Central transfer out of that, and, hopefully this Royal secondary can come up big when they do have to pass the ball.
Back out they come, two receivers to each side of the formation. Tarver flanks Thompson in the backfield, fakes the handoff, looks as a man, and that's incomplete on the incompletion. It was intended for number 9, Trayvon Elliott.
Yeah, and Trayvon Elliott, once again, he's a player. First half, he had 2 touchdowns. He's 5'8", 160, so he's a pretty shifty guy. But his 40 time is a 4.5. So, you just have to expect this kid to be making plays. And, 2 touchdowns is a lot, but, hopefully this defense came up with some adjustments for the second half because, he is having a heck of a game.
Well, a tremendous call right there as here they come back out again. 3 receivers top of the field. Bottom of the field is 1. Thompson rolls out, looking, has a man, but it's incomplete, out of bounds, and that'll bring up 4th down for the Panthers.
Yeah, great recovery by the defense there. Big kick return on the special teams, but to get a quick 3 and out, hopefully stop them here. If they do try to go for it on 4th down and get the offense back out on the field, just a great recovery from the defense early in the second half.
And you mentioned the athleticism of this North Central Panthers team. It's a great warm-up for next week when you got to face a team like Avon, do the Royals. So definitely seeing some athletes here. And on 4th down, the Panthers will go for it here. 2 receivers to each side of the formation. Tarver in the backfield. Thompson takes the snap. He's being chased. Rolls out, gets away from it, but is he going to get the first down? Absolutely not, as the HSE Royals come up with a big defensive stop on 4th down.
That was a great stop there, and, we saw the pressure up the middle from Evan Lance. We've seen that all game. We've got a Bayo coming off the edge who has just been an absolute monster out there, and so that pressure's been there, and that is something that we have not seen in the past from this Royals team. So,
and absolutely, you mentioned Abayo there. Abayo has been all over the place tonight. I haven't necessarily looked to see if he has returned. Yeah, he has returned since being helped off the field earlier on, so good thing to see him back. But the Royals will come back out this time with 3 receivers to the bottom of your field, 1 to the top. Sparks in the backfield with Harris, and he hands it off to Harris right up the middle, and little to no gain. Looks like maybe a yard on the play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, unfortunately, Harris lost his helmet there. Or actually, that is not Harris. It appears to be a member of our offensive line, so he will have to come out for a play.
It's going to be Andrew Irick who's coming off the field. He'll be replaced by his backup. Likely to see the Panthers put pressure where that guy just came from. 3 receivers to the bottom, 2 in the slot right here, 1 at the top by himself. Sparks fakes the handoff, looks, has a man. It's Boyson. Boyson breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, gets ahead. He's got a first down and more across the 45 down to the 50. And that looks like that's where he'll be spotted at the 49-yard line of the Royals with a first down.
That was a great athletic play by Boyson. And that's actually the second time this game we've seen him stop on a dime and make a quick shift, so love to see that.
Another handoff up the middle to Harris. Harris breaks through the line of scrimmage, and he's got another first down for the Royals right around the 45-yard line.
And once again, the Royals are running a tempo offense. You love to see the quick runs, quick passes, and it's getting the ball down the field. So, I mean, once again, hopefully they can make something of this drive.
And here's another snap, a quick one, a handoff to Harris. No, Sparks keeps it himself, and he gets across the line of scrimmage for a gain of about 6. It's going to be second down and call it 4 yards to go at the 29.
And this year the Royals have a new coach with Coach Morris, and never before have we run an option set offense. I think that's the 4th time the quarterback has kept the ball this game in an option, so you love to keep the defense honest.
Yeah, definitely running those RPOs, and here's dropping back to pass this time is Sparks. He's got a man at the near side 20, breaks a tackle inside the 10, down to the 5, down to the 3, and that's another first down.
That was a great throw on the run right there by Sparks. And here the Royals bring in the Wildcat offense that they love so much here on the gold line. And it was actually the offense they ran when they scored the game-winning touchdown last week against Lawrence Central. So hopefully they can punch it again here.
Yeah, what a play there. That was Landon Morris on the catch and run. And as Sam said, here's the Wildcat. Harris takes the snap, pushes up the middle, and he's close to it, but just shy of the end zone.
And something interesting about Landon Morris is that he is actually a sophomore this year. He's a very tall, very long receiver, but as a kid who's only about 16 years old, it is very impressive to see him making athletic plays out there. And you're excited to see what he has down the road for the Royals.
Definitely good to see what he has to offer down the line. Here comes Boyson in motion again. Here's taking it himself is Harris, and he's in there for another Hamilton Southeastern Royals touchdown. And just like that, the Sams will trade places. So we got Sam Smith coming in here to join us now. And Sam, a quick touchdown drive there by the Royals.
Just a very impressive start to the second half. Just love the way the defense came out. Tough break there as he misses the field goal, but tough kick return to start the second half, and the defense comes up big, gets a big stop, and the offense comes back out, and they just march down the field and almost tie this game up. But the Royals showing life early in the second half.
Absolutely, Sam, and great call there. As while we've got a quick second, we're going to go ahead and move to a Sam's first career ad read, and let's see what we got with Moe's Southwest Grill here.
Moe's Southwest Grill is a proud supporter of HSE Royals athletics. We've been serving Fishers for over 13 years. Whether you're hosting a party, business, function, tailgate, or even a wedding, Moe's Catering has you covered. Moe's Catering team makes it easy with timely delivery and full setup. Call the catering hotline at 317-605-1200 or order online at Moe's.com.
I swear to you, fans, these guys sound like they've been doing this for 25 years. A couple of pros we got here. Sam Smith coming through with a great ad read there. And the Royals, Mitch Heavenstreet, will try to come through with a great kickoff as he's going to look to get a boot into this one. Does so. It's high and it's deep. It's going to be taken inside the 10 at the 6. And that's Elliott, who's looking to take it around the outside and hit hard inside the 20 is Elliott, and that's where he'll be stopped by a host of Royal defenders. And much better kick coverage that time, Sam.
Yes, absolutely. Great job by the special teams putting North Central in a tough spot. I mean, you're starting the drive on the 17-yard line. You force them to go 83 yards down the field. That's not easy to do. and this is going to be a close second half, and field positions is going to be key.
Absolutely, and here come Thompson and the Panthers starting out the second half. 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far, and that is Tarver in the backfield. There's a pass. A flag flew early. Elliott's going to take this one all the way into the end zone, but I believe this one is coming all the way back.
Aside from the flag, Trayvon Elliott, just another spectacular play. I feel like we just bring him up every 5 minutes. He's just quite an athlete, quite a wide receiver, and just he's one that the Royals need to keep their eye on this whole second half. He's been a big X factor in this game so far.
Absolutely. We saw the flag fly early, but no indication of any kind of a penalty here from the officiating crew. No waving off a flag or anything, so it looks like maybe it was an inadvertent flag or something, but nonetheless a quick Trayvon Elliott touchdown makes it 20-13, and on for the extra point is Hoig. Snap back, hold down, kick is up, and it is through, and that'll make it 21-13. The Royals now trail by 8 here early in the second half. And that was a little quick there, Sam, for your first round, so let's keep you on and bring you on for this next Royals possession.
Yeah.
But if they score that quickly again, we're going to have to switch mics and give it to Sam again.
Yeah, definitely. Let's hope they do score quick.
Yeah. So Sam, tell us a little bit about what attracted you to starting this station, this new TV station at Hamilton Southeastern.
Certainly, I felt like a lot of my buddies and I, we had a common interest in. A lot of us had the interest of starting a sports network. We felt like HSE sports doesn't always get covered as much as other things in the school, and we felt like as big as our programs are, we felt like we needed something exclusively to them. And with all of us with a common interest, we felt like it just made too much sense. We felt like it was a great way for us to do something we love and learn at the same time. And some of us might continue this, some of us might not, but it's always something that we'll remember.
Absolutely, and it's great that your teachers are so supportive of getting this type of thing going and really putting in the extra hours and all the extra work that comes with running the station. And here comes the kickoff. A high, short kick taken by Lance at about the 11. Jackson Lance gets through the middle. He's going to be pulled down at about the 34, 35, call it the 37-yard line, and that's where the Royals will have it, 1st and 10. But hold it right there. There's a player down on the field in the Panther uniform. Looks like Dreon Savage with his face down. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's number 15, Gabby Oliver. Well, while we've got a second, let's go ahead and see if we can bring in one more quick bill paying from Stanley Chevrolet of McCordsville.
Stanley Chevrolet in McCordsville has been family-owned and operated for over 50 years. Their sales agents are not commission-based, so there is no need to ask for the family discount. It's already factored into every deal. The service department at Stanley Chevrolet is top of the line and offer up their vehicles as transportation while they work on your vehicle. Skip the big city dealerships and visit Stanley Chevrolet today on West Broadway in McCordsville. Learn more at StanleyChevy.com or call 317-335-3000.
Very good. Again, it sounds like he's been doing it for 25 years. And we'll have the next one ready to go when we get to it. Still a player down on the field. So a quick score there by Trayvon Elliott, and it took the momentum, and it feels like on this near side it's taken the wind right out of the HSE sails.
Definitely. I think getting that big stop to start the second half and marching down to scoring, the Royals had a lot of momentum, and North Central turns around and does the same thing to HSE. So I think this could be a really key drive here. I think the key is for HSE is they got to find a way to keep it close in the second half. Going back to last week's game, the Royals, when they played Lawrence Central, they were down most of the game, and they came back in the fourth quarter, and I think this team this year could be a fourth-quarter team. So I think the key for the Royals here is to keep it close and see if they can gut it out in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I think that's a great point there, Sam, as looks like the Royals come out here with two receivers to each side of the formation. Sparks with with Harris behind him in the backfield. Takes the snap, hands it off up the middle. Here's Harris, goes up the middle, gets hit just past the line of scrimmage, gains about 3 down to the 39.
Going back to that kickoff, one of the things we mentioned earlier is field position.
Well, there's another quick play from Sparks. Gets it out to Boyson and can't quite get anywhere on the play. Going to be third down, and they lost a yard, so make it 3rd and 8.
Big third down coming up here for the Royals. They need some momentum back on their side. You don't want to go 3 and out here.
And, it's tough for a color man when HSE's got the football because the time in between plays is not exactly conducive to an in-depth comment. But here's another fake handoff. Pass goes ahead to Boyson, and I believe he's close to a first down. Let's see where he's spotted. Although I think that as quickly as the Panthers offense has moved the ball, I think you're in 4-down territory here if you're the Royals.
Some confusion here. Sparks coming off the field.
Oh, they're bringing the Wildcat in, I believe.
Wildcat seems to be their go-to play when they need 1 or 2 yards. I've seen them run that a lot on the goal line, and going back to last week's game, they ran the same play 3 times at the end of the game in the Wildcat formation to punch it in to win the game.
And here comes Boyson in motion. Harris gets the snap and handoff, and he is stuffed behind the line of scrimmage. Just not quite enough there that time. They couldn't get the defense to over-pursue, and it's going to be 1st and 10 now for the Panthers.
Tough break for the Royals. I think back on that goal line possession earlier, HSE ran the same play twice, and I think North Central picked up on it that time. So something to keep an eye on there. I think North Central's catching on to their strategy a little bit.
I'm definitely inclined to agree with you on that one, Sam, as looked like the Panthers just saw what was coming before it came, and here come the Panthers in their own formation, a bunch formation to the right side. And it's a handoff to Tarver, who will be hit and dropped in the backfield. The ball is loose. Oh, and a late flag flies.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see what that call was, but, I mean, once again, tough offensive possession. The defense comes out with a great stop, and we've seen resiliency from the defense all night.
Well, the officials are talking about it. Let's see what they decide to go with here. Personal foul on the Royals. I'm not sure what variety it was or what happened. I'm sure Coach Adam Foster will look to get an explanation on this one.
Yeah, that's right. It was a late flag, so I think you're looking along something along the lines of a late hit or potentially taunting. And in a game like this, between two very talented teams, you cannot hurt you're going to try to avoid as many self-mistakes as possible. So.
Absolutely, Sam. Well, and as we mentioned in the pregame, North Central, a team that is not traditionally that great of a football program, but has definitely revamped it over the last few years. And with quarterback Liam Thompson going to make the signal calls here again. He's got 3 receivers down to the near side of the field. Alone at the top of the field is Trayvon Elliott. Thompson takes the snap, drops back, looking, steps up now in the pocket. He gets across the line of scrimmage, breaks a tackle, and he's got enough for a first down, a gain of about 7 on the play. Ball will be spotted at the HSE 34.
Yeah, that was a great play by the quarterback there. He's very elusive in the quarterback scramble. But the unsung hero of that play was the running back, who just absolutely ate a block for his quarterback. He definitely took a lick there, but they advanced the ball and get the first down.
Back out come the Panthers. Opposite side formation this time. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Tarver again. Up the middle. He's going to move a pile a couple yards. Give him credit with about 4 on the carry. It's going to be 2nd and 6.
Yeah, Tarver's been reliable all game. He hasn't quite broken one yet, but those steady 5-yard, 6-yard gains, especially on first down, I mean, it's invaluable.
And Thompson will look to the sideline to get the signals once again. He's got him. He'll send 2 receivers to each side of the formation. Tarver flanks him in the backfield to his left. Snap. Good blocking that time. Thompson looks over the top but can't find his man, as that pass was intended for Jordan Bingham on the play.
Yeah, the receiver was open there in the flat. Would have been a 3-4 yard gain, which would have made this a 3rd and 2. But unfortunately, just an overthrow there from the quarterback. So they're left with a 3rd and 6 here in Royal territory.
Back out come the Panthers. 3 receivers to the top of the field, 1 on the bottom, all by himself is Richard Hamilton. Thompson with Tarver in the backfield. Thompson drops back, screen set up, and he's got some blockers, and he's going to be really close to a first down.
Yeah, I think they might have gotten it there, Marcus, but very quickly Craig Kunkelman recognized that was a screen, and he was just a bit too much on the quarterback there, and so he was just behind the running back and was unable to stop him before that first down marker.
Well, and Sam, as a defensive lineman, you spend the entire game trying to get through to the quarterback and trying to get through to the quarterback, and then this time somebody forgot to block you, but it was a screen play, and now you're the one who looks like a crazy person, but here we go again. 3 receivers near side, 1 to the top. He's looking for that receiver on the top. It's Elliott again. Elliott catches it, makes a man miss, gets it inside the 10 for another first down. Looks like it'll be 1st and goal. Elliott slow to get up on this one.
Yeah, you never like to see that, especially such a talented player as him. The game is definitely more exciting when he's on the field. So hopefully, he just got shaken up a little bit, and he'll be able to stay out there.
So that'll bring up a 1st and goal. Not necessarily goal to go has not necessarily been a good situation tonight for the Panthers, as a couple of stops have been made by the Royals. But here it comes again, a handoff this time to Tarver, straight up the middle, and he is stopped after a minimal gain. And it's going to be 2nd down and goal from about the 9.
Yeah, you're right, Marcus. And, the Royals are game planning, trying to get out here with a field goal, but you think that a touchdown here, 15-point lead, end of the 3rd quarter, it's going to be pretty tough to come back from in the 4th quarter. So the Royals definitely need to try to get off the field as soon as possible.
Got a scoring update from Avon now. It's 28-23 with 1:17 to play in the 3rd quarter. That one is shaping up to be a great one, as is this. Here's another handoff to Tarver up the middle, and he's going to take it down inside the 5 to about the 4.5, and that's where it'll be 3rd and goal.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see that Avon-Ben Davis game pull closer. You got the reigning state champion going up against one of the most athletic teams in the state, so that's a great matchup, and maybe a matchup we'll see again later this year.
Oh, yeah, almost definitely. You'll see that in the sectional in some capacity, as that 4-team sectional of Avon, Brownsburg, Ben Davis, and the 4th team, which I'm blanking on right now, but I'll figure it out before the game's over. Here's another screen set up, and Tarver is going to step simply into the end zone. And there was a completely unnecessary taunting over there on the far side by one of the linemen who had absolutely nothing to do with that play, and just not very classy move there by that young man, but nothing they did about it did the officials, and it's going to be a touchdown for the Panthers.
Yeah, and once again we see the screenplay coming to hurt the Royals. I mean, you prep guys all week to get after the quarterback, get into the backfield, and when they finally do and realize that's not where they're supposed to be, there's not much that can happen after that.
And the Hoyt kick is up and through, and that makes it a 15-point game. North Central leads the HSE Royals by a score of 28-13. And we'll be back in a moment after another quick message on audiosportsonline.com.
ARS Rescue Rooter, Indiana is the place for all your heating, cooling, and plumbing needs. As a leader in the Indianapolis area for over 50 years, they understand how important your comfort is. ARS Rescue Rooter in Indiana is a proud sponsor of this Hamilton Southeastern football broadcast because they care about the communities they serve and strive to give back to organizations and individuals who make our communities better places to live. For more information, call 317-390-5555 or check them out online at arsindianapolis.com.
Man, we're going to need to make sure we hire these guys after they graduate at audiosportsonline.com. Do a great job, and we're glad to have them with us here for the second half as long as they want to stick around. So, and next week as well, as I already mentioned, we'll be over there next week, so you guys are more than welcome to join us next week. And here comes the North Central kicker to put this boot into it. It's Julian Gay. Gets a high short one again. Going to be taken at the 15 this time by Jackson Lance. He waits on some blocking, tries to take it in for a big one, but can't quite get past the 35 down to the 36, and that's where it'll start over 1st and 10.
Yeah, Jackson Lance was not back there last week, and he wasn't back there to start the game on the kick returns, but I mean, as you got an athlete on your team, you want the ball in his hands as often as possible. And since the Royals have put him in on the kickoff returns, I mean, they've averaged getting it out to about the 30, 35-yard line each time. And in a competitive game like this, field position is everything. So, the Royals have taken a couple blows. It'll be interesting to see how they bounce back when their backs are against the ropes.
Sparks got 2 receivers to either side. Oh, no, a fumble. Oh, no, a fumble. You got to follow on that one, HSE. And second down is indicated by the umpire, so it'll be second down and about 12 now after a miscue on the handoff there between Stevens and Sparks.
Yeah, and that muffed handoff right there is pretty symbolic of what these last 10 minutes have been like for the Royals. Quick touchdown to start the second half. Let's see if they can find that rhythm again.
There's Stevens again on the carry. This time he gets the handoff, secures it, and takes it forward for a gain of about 7, maybe 8. Call it 8, and it's going to be 3rd down and 4 now from the 42. Hard count called out by Sparks. Stevens behind him in the backfield. Boyson and Lance at the top of the field with Rhodes at the bottom. And here's another snap. Fakes the handoff this time. Gets it in the middle. Oh, and he had another receiver open. They couldn't hold on to it. But for the second time in the last 4 plays, a North Central player has taunted a HSE player after the play was over, and no official even looked at the guy to tell him to knock it off.
Yeah, and I'll be interested to see if the Royals actually go for it. And nope, we've seen this all game. They act like they're going for it on 4th down. They bring out the punter. But Heaven Street's have had a heck of a game tonight. Maybe I'll throw another dart down there and pin the North Central football team deep.
Well, here's the snap. Heaven Street begging for it, and he finally gets it. Kicks it away. It's going to hit and stick right at about the 25. And that's where the Panthers will take over. 1st down and 10 from the 26-yard line.
Big possession coming up here. Royals need a stop. They need something to get the momentum back in their favor. It's been like Sam said a few minutes ago, it's been a rough 10 minutes for the Royals.
Absolutely right, Sam. As we inch closer to this 4th quarter, 1:55 to play in the 3rd, a 28-13 lead for the North Central Panthers, and they have it 1st and 10 at their own 26. Trips to the near side, one to the top of the field. Here's a handoff to Tarver. He's got some room around the end, but he's going to be wrapped up after a gain of about 5 on the play.
It'll be interesting to see how North Central responds to this. I mean, you have a 15-point lead with a couple minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Do you go conservative or do you keep your foot on the gas pedal? Just something to think about.
Absolutely, Sam, and let's see what they do decide to do in this scenario, as it is going to be 2nd down and 5 on the 31. Trips to the right, 1 to the left. Snap, dropping back is Thompson. A quick pass to his receiver on the outside. And this one, he broke a couple tackles. They had him in the backfield for a loss.
and they broke a couple tackles on his way to a first down.
Quarterback took a big hit on that play. Royals had that pass rush there, just not quick enough, and some tackling issues, and here we are. It's going to be a first down for North Central.
Yeah, Sam definitely saw that hit on Thompson there at the beginning of the play, but he got it out just in time, and it was enough for a first down. And they'll break the huddle once again. 2 receivers to the top of the field, 2 to the bottom, and Tarver flanks Thompson in the backfield. He drops back. Thompson being chased. There's another chase. He's coming back. Thompson gained a couple yards, but this one's coming back, a block in the back, and that'll push him back a couple yards, and they'll have to replay that first down.
Royals starting to get a consistent pass rush. That's the second or third play in a row that I've really seen the quarterback having to scramble in the pocket.
Well, yeah, you're right, Sam. They keep hitting that quarterback as much as possible, and eventually he's not going to want to stand in that pocket for very long.
One thing we see here, though, is North Central definitely keeping their foot on the gas pedal. No signs of conservative football here. Looks like they're going to try to keep putting points on the board and make sure that they lock this one up.
Well, Sam, there's an old adage, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I think that the Panthers are definitely subscribing to that adage so far in the first half. Here's Thompson dropping back, looking deep. He's got a man, but it's over his hands.
Going back to what we were talking about, I just think that's a central theme across all sports. I think a common theme is when, regardless of what sport it is, when a team gets a big lead, it's natural instinct to just kind of take their foot off the gas pedal and play it safe. And a lot of times we see that backfires. So,
absolutely, Sam. Whether it's baseball and you're running the bases a little bit more conservatively, or basketball and you're trying to burn the clock down, and it's football's the same way. I think the only sport you don't go for the kill in, or that you do go for the kill in no matter what, is probably golf. Because you take your foot off the gas pedal there, you could get a big number. But here's a pass, a deep ball. That's going to go over his arms again. And he was looking for Trayvon Elliott, but he couldn't find him. And that's going to bring up third down and 21.
That's the second play in a row that North Central's had a guy deep open, and the quarterback's overthrown him twice. So the Royals have gotten away with a little bit here, so something to keep an eye on.
Well, and if you're the Royals, you definitely want to protect against that over-the-top ball, but with the athletes that North Central has, you cannot just throw the ball or give them the ball underneath and let them have all kinds of room to make plays.
Couldn't agree more. The worst thing for the Royals would be for any of their fast wide receivers to get the ball in open field. We've seen some tackling issues tonight, and that doesn't help that problem.
Absolutely, and here they come. Third down and long. Snap. Dropping back is Thompson. He's looking. He's going to be flush from the pocket. He's looking. He throws it upfield, and it's incomplete.
Another good pass rush by the Royals, but one thing I've been impressed is how mobile this quarterback is. He seems to have a feel for that pocket, and whenever he feels the pass rush coming, he's been able to get away. And Royals have been close on a sack a couple times, but they just haven't gotten all the way.
Absolutely, and that incompletion will bring up fourth down, Sam. And Anthony Eggers, the sure-handed return man, is back deep to receive.
It's a big opportunity for the Royals to get some good field position. They got North Central pinned down on their own 24, so a great chance of a good return puts the Royals offense in a good spot.
Well, and look for the Royals to try to put some type of a rush on here, as you're not having to protect against it. And they get a rush, but couldn't quite get to the ball. And a great punt by the Royals. Oh, no, and Eggers couldn't get to it. And that ball was not ever caught by Eggers, and it'll be picked up, and a muffed punt cannot be returned, so that ball will be taken over 1st and 10 for the Panthers at the 32. And honestly, Sam, that's the curse of the announcer. I just mentioned how sure-handed Eggers is, and sure enough, just like that, he dropped the punt, and it's going to be a first down for the Panthers.
Tough break for the Royals, and one thing I saw, the Royals, like you said, they brought a rush there, and it looks like one of North Central's players really got out in the open field and put the pressure on Eggers. So a pretty forced error there by North Central. It was great coverage on the punt return.
Absolutely. A very good job on the punt coverage by the Panthers. And here's a handoff to Tarver. who gets a lot of room. He breaks a couple tackles, and it's just going to be easy for him to get it done.
Royals really struggling to find that momentum again, and it looks like that's going to take us to the fourth quarter.
Absolutely. That'll bring us to the fourth quarter with your score, North Central 28, Hamilton Southeastern 13. And we will keep the camera down on the north end zone as the Royals look to get a little field goal momentum here and see what happens here in the third quarter. We'll go one more quick ad read for our last one of the game. And this one's going to be brought to you by Wasson Nursery.
Wasson Nursery, located at 13279 East 126th Street in Fishers, is the landscape company that has been building better backyards in Indiana and Ohio for over 40 years. They have 3 nurseries in 3 locations, including Fishers, Muncie, and Union City. Wasson Nursery has gardening experts on staff to help you pick the right plants for your home. And they offer free fertilizer at each location. All you need to do is bring your jug. Learn more about them by visiting wassonnursery.com.
Very good, Sam. And looks like the field goal was no good. So no money for you this time. As we will move down to this side of the field. And the Royals will defend the south end zone here with 12 minutes to play in the ball game. And a 13-28 deficit. Sam, what's it going to take here in the fourth quarter for the Royals to get back on track and put this one away with a victory?
Well, first off, I think you got to go damage control here. You got to at least keep them to a field goal and maybe get a stop. And then second off, you just got to get that offense going and get some momentum on your side. It's a momentum sport, and we all know that once you get momentum in football, mistakes from the other team happen, and anything's possible.
Most certainly, Sam, and a little bit of momentum gained there by the Royals on the negative stoppage there. The handoff was to Tarver, but he lost a yard, and it's going to bring up second and long.
Here on the 20-yard line, that's a decently long field goal for a high school kicker. So I think here, if the Royals, if they can maybe push North Central back another 5 yards, then they have a realistic shot of getting out of here.
Absolutely, Sam, and the Royals already, or the Panthers already missed a field goal. Here's another screen set up. This time it's covered well. Is he able to stop him? It looks like he will be.
Looks like the Royals recognized it well that time.
And that was Zach Peterson.
Zach Peterson on the initial stop and just able to grab a hold of the jersey of Tarver and force him back. And now it's going to be 3rd and 12.
It's a big play here for the Royals. This could be a play that gives them the momentum going for the rest of the quarter.
Well, and as we mentioned, a much shorter field goal already missed by the Panthers, so they're going to have to get a substantial gain in order to be into field goal range. Here's the formation with 3 to the bottom, 2 to the top, and Thompson tripped up in the backfield and credited a sack on that play to the Royals. And that's going to bring up 4th and 12.
It's a big stop by the Royals there. Now,
they are going to bring on the field goal unit because worst case scenario, if you miss it, it will be a touchback. You really, though, if you're North Central, you got to make sure you block this here, as the Royals getting a extra block here would be a big shift of momentum. And let's see what happens. Snap is back, hold is down. The kick is up. It's almost blocked. And it hits off the upright. We saw the field goal kicker hit the ground.
And I'll tell you what, Marcus, I'm surprised that even got off. I mean, the Royals jumped off that line of scrimmage, and
looked like
I thought
for
sure
was about to get in there.
I thought for sure it was going to get tipped. I can't believe that he got it up. Great job by the kicker to at least give the ball a chance.
Well, yeah, and he what he did is he gave his team a chance to ice the game, but not anymore, as the Royals will take over possession. 1st and 10 from their own 20, 9:48, and they still got to score 2 more times as Sam Houston steps back in.
Here's the snap. Sparks shovel pass, but it's going to be incomplete, and that's going to fall shy, and it's going to be a second down.
Yeah, I mean, with that missed field goal there, especially after that muff punt, the Royals really dodged a bullet. I mean, that would have put the game away. So 9 minutes left. You need 2 scores. I would like to see the play calling change. I know you don't want to stray from what you know too much in a game like this, but I definitely need to see some shots taken down the field if the Royals want to have any chance of an explosive play.
Are you feeling the earthquake underneath us? Is that okay? All right, here's a pass out to the right side, and it's caught and taken forward for a decent gain here and a first down. He's going to be stopped at about the 35, call it the 36 of the Royals, and it's going to be first down.
Great play by Rhodes. Obviously, he had that big first touchdown earlier in the game. Couple drops since then, but get him going and get the momentum flowing a little bit.
Well, here's the pass from Sparks, looking out for Boysen, and he can't quite get it to him, just behind him. And it'll bring up second down.
Once again, another throw out into the flat there. There was, open field down towards the north end zone, but just, couldn't connect on the pass. And so second down, I'd like to see this tempo increase and see the offense keep slinging the ball.
Absolutely. And here come the Royals out. And a quick snap. Half the team wasn't ready. And another quick pass that falls through a receiver's hands. And honestly, Sam, tonight, something we've seen a lot of is drops by the receivers of the Royals.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Marcus. And I think that's got to be the 5th drop at least tonight. And we know Sparks has a big arm, and we know Sparks can sling the ball. But, I mean, if you're throwing it too hard that your receivers can't corral it, maybe you want to turn it down a little bit. So, whether that's on the receivers, whether it's on the quarterback, we can't place blame. We just got to move forward.
Well, it's an old coach's adage. Watch out. You don't have to always throw the fastball. And here's a middle screen, a little bubble screen to it looks like it was Boysen on the reception, and that'll bring up fourth down and about 5, but it's definitely trailing by 2 touchdowns and 9:05 to play. It's 4-down territory for the rest of the ball game for the Royals.
Oh, most definitely, but once again we see the Royals transition to the punt team. I don't know if I agree with this call. Like you said, we're down 2 touchdowns, but the defense has been playing well, so hopefully they can continue that.
And another low snap. Heaven Street fields it and absolutely booms one. It had a chance to stop shy of the goal line, but not quite. A tremendous kick once again by Mitch Heaven Street, who has been one of the brightest spots for the Royals all night long.
Oh, most definitely, Marcus. Mitch Heaven Street's been on the team for 4 years, but now as a senior, he has a chance to start as a varsity punter and kicker. And you just love to see him go out there and take this opportunity, make the most of it. He's had a few booming punts. He pinned them down to the 6 one time. And right there to put the North Central Panthers at their 20-yard line is huge. And so hopefully the defense can get a quick 3 and out and put the offense back on the field.
Back out come the Panthers on offense. It's Thompson with 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And Tarver flanks him to his right in the backfield. Here's a handoff to Tarver. Gets through the line of scrimmage, breaks the tackle. Outside near the first down marker. It's going to be close.
Yeah, that was a great run. I mean, the defenders were there. There was pressure up the middle, but we saw a couple quick sidestep jukes, and, he got some open field. So he moved the markers forward for another 1st and 10. And so it'll be interesting to see how the Royals respond with their backs against the wall.
Absolutely. You said it perfectly. The Royals' backs are against the wall here. They need a stop in the worst way right now. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the top of the field. And they had 1 receiver that never got set. But there's been several situations where the officials have just either not been paying attention or just not made a call tonight. But I think that was another one where a receiver never got set, and it was given credit with setting.
Yeah, exactly right, Marcus. And, big respect to the officials for what they do. They do a tough job. They do a hard job. And, obviously, we have to pay respect to them. But you're exactly right. There have been a few missed calls, a few, undisciplined plays out there that have been allowed. And so, be interested to see if that changes. But, right now the Royals just have to make a play.
Here's Thompson in the backfield being chased out of the pocket, throws it away. And that was on On the chase was number 51, Craig Kunkelman. And they forced a bad pass and a third down now, 3rd and 9. And another chance for a big stop for the Royals defense.
Yeah, the Royals defense has had great pass rush all game, and we have gotten to the quarterback a few times. But for the most part, he's been great at feeling that pressure, identifying the rush, and being able to scramble out, throw the ball away, or run out of bounds. And so he saved himself a couple hits and saved the team, a few sacks. And so that's a very smart play from the quarterback, and you can't expect anything less from him.
And here comes the snap. Handoff to Tarver, goes up the middle, and he is going to be hit and stopped. So a 4th down, and the Royals will get a chance to get the ball back again here.
And, we can't speak too quickly, though, because the last time we saw the North Central Panthers come out with the punt, they actually ended up with the ball back at the end of the play. So hopefully Anthony Yeagers, has got calm nerves out here. Hopefully he will be resilient in the face of adversity, catch this punt, and put the offense back on the field.
And let's see who they're going to send back there. Oh, there comes the punter finally at the last second. In the 11th hour, Julian Kay comes out onto the field.
4 seconds on the game clock. We'll be interested to see if they get this off.
Timeout's taken. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 guys on the field for the Royals. And, boys, that is going to be a North Central first down.
Yeah, and we said this earlier, in a game like this against an athletic team, a talented team, you cannot shoot yourself in the foot. And, that's just an undisciplined play right there. Not getting the right personnel out on the field and to, seize a first down because of that. That's tough.
There will be miles run for that particular miscue right there this week.
Oh, I most definitely agree, Marcus. So, once again, we said you can't speak too soon. Here's a North Central offense back out on the field.
1st and 10. Handoff goes to Tarver, straight up the middle. He's hit, but he just carries the pile with him. And forward progress is stopped, but not until he gained about 7 on the play.
Yeah, Tarver didn't even go down on that run, so that is just strong-willed determination right there, moving that pile forward. You can tell that he wants this game.
Looks like he's still got a lot of tread left on the tires there. And it's going to be the clock is going to now inch inside of 6 minutes.
Yeah, you're right, and that's what we said. That was a questionable punt from the Royals right there. 9 minutes left, down by 2 scores, and you can see why. They've just absolutely churned clock, and yet they haven't moved the ball that much down the field.
Well, here's another handoff to Tarver right up the middle. He's got some room this time. He slips through one tackle, moves it down past another, and he's going to have another first down inside the 25-yard line.
And it appears that there's a defensive player hurt for the Royals at about the 50-yard line, so we're going to get a substitution in for him and give both teams a break right here after that big North Central run. So next week is still another week. Yeah, so I'll be the play-by-play. Yeah. Oh, my Marcus, man. Thank you so much. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm going to stay right here.
Okay. Okay.
So for the remainder of this game, we're going to have Sam and Sam finish it out for you. Sam Houston on play-by-play, and Sam Smith on color will finish this one out for us tonight. And I will actually follow the play now with the camera.
Thank you for tuning in here at Audio Sports Online. We are in the 4th quarter of this HSE North Central football game, and the injured player got off the field. It appeared to be defensive lineman Evan Lance, and so play will resume shortly as the Royals trail by 15 with only 5 minutes left. Sam, what do the Royals have to do in order to get themselves back into this game with so little time?
Oh, Sam, it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot to go their way. First off, they got to get a stop here. I don't think that's an option at this point. Second off, they're going to have to move the ball, and they're going to have to move the ball in a hurry. It's going to be difficult. Even if they get the ball back, you're going to have
right.
4 or 5 minutes, so they're going to have to find something.
You're right, Sam. Quarterback takes a snap, hands the ball off to, I believe that is Tarver. Another hard run down to about the 18-yard line. That appeared to be a gain of 6 there, so it will be 3rd and 4 for this North Central team.
Tarver just killing the Royals. He just seems to be running harder and harder every play, just harder to bring down. The defense clearly tired, and it's going to be difficult to stop him.
You're right, Sam, and unfortunately I misspoke, and I apologize for that. So it is 2nd and 4 at the 18-yard line. Liam Thompson in the shotgun. He takes the snap. He is going to pass the ball. They're running a fader out to the top of the end zone. Just a little overthrown.
North Central keeping the foot on the gas pedal here. They're not letting up. They're still taking shots at the end zone, trying to score points.
You're right, and that was an incomplete pass to Jordan Bingham, who has had a solid game, but his counterpart, fellow wide receiver, Trayvon Elliott, has really been the star in this one. And so we'll be interested to see if they give the ball back to their playmaker as they face a 3rd and 4 on the 18-yard line.
And an update for you guys on the Avon-Ben Davis game. With 11:05 left in the fourth quarter, Avon 35, Ben Davis 23.
Quarterback takes a snap, hand off to Tarver. He breaks a tackle, breaks another. He is running hard down to the 4-yard line, but a flag was thrown on the play. We'll be interested to see what this call is from the officials.
Looks like it might be a hold.
No, it appears to be a horse collar tackle by the Royals. Should be a half a distance to the goal here if that is indeed the call. The Royal referees are deliberating right now, so we'll be interested to see what that was and how it impacts both teams.
Royals have done a pretty good job tonight of staying disciplined, but we've seen some costly penalties here in the fourth quarter, going back to the punt, the 12 men on the field, and now they're going to put North Central inside the 5-yard line. So, it looks like penalties will offset. So
that
it
was
looks like
a
we're going
holding
to
on
replay
the
that
Panthers. Down. You're exactly right, Sam. That was a holding on the Panthers. And a face mask by the Royals. So they will offset 3rd and 4 again. So thankfully for the Royals, that big run does not count. We have a chance here to get a stop.
Big 3rd down here. This is an absolute have to stop here. So big play for the Royals.
Quarterback in the shotgun, Thompson calling to his offensive line. He takes the snap. Another run. That is a 1st down. The Royals defense was there, but he ran hard and ran downhill. So there we are. That'll be a 1st and 10. That is a 1st and goal now. No, I apologize. That was on the 12-yard line. So that'll be a 1st and 10 on the 12. So they do still have a chance to be goal and goal and not score a touchdown.
Once again, Tarver just killing the Royals once again. He's just tough to bring down at this point in the game. The defense is tired, and he wants this game. He's running as hard as he was at the beginning of the game.
You're exactly right, Sam. That is great analysis because it has seemed that as the game has gone on, he has only gotten stronger, and that is just some resiliency and determination from that young man. This quarterback takes a snap. Another run. There is defenders on the edge. He tries to turn the corner, and that's a good stop right there from the Royals.
Great play by the Royals. They're going to need 2 more plays like that if they want any chance of pulling out a victory here with 3 minutes left. It's going to be tough to do.
You're exactly right, Sam. There's only 3 minutes left in this game. They're down by 2 scores. And this North Central Panthers drive has lasted 6 minutes. So that is just some discipline from the offense. That is hard running, smart plays by the quarterback and all the offensive players. And you just got to feel bad for this Royals defense. They have been on that field way too often this second half. And a second half that was very close to begin with. Quarterback takes a snap at it. Oh, that was a fake pitch to the, I believe that was number 25. That is Darian Stockton. No, I apologize. That was 26. Max Powell right there with the quarterback option. Brings the ball a few yards up to a 3rd and 9 at the 11-yard line.
Going back to what you said, Sam, I mean, it's been a 6 or 7 minute drive here. It's the Royals have not executed, but at the same time they've had some bad penalties. They've had a chance to get off the field and they shot themselves in the foot. So it's going to be difficult now. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left, down 15. It looks like this one's about out of reach.
I would have to agree with you there, Sam. This is a young team. This is a new team, new coaching staff. And after an incredibly resilient win last week against LC, it is tough to be in a moment like this and in a situation like this against a very talented North Central Panthers team that is approaching 2-0 on the season. But hopefully the Royals will be able to take this as a learning experience as they go down the road, learn, to take advantage of more opportunities in the second half. But once again, this team is so talented, so to hang around with them and, to be very involved in this game, very competitive for most of the time, you have to take some victories from this loss.
Yeah, and I gotta agree with that, Sam. And it's the second game of the season. It's like you said, a new coaching staff. It's going to take some time for this Royals team to really find their niche, and they're going to have to deal with some losses. But at the end of the season, hopefully those will be good experiences and help them play well at the end of the year.
You're exactly right. And we have Thompson in the shotgun to hand the ball off. That is a gain of about 1 to 2 yards. That is Tarver right there with the quick gain.
And we're going to give you an update on the Warren Central Trinity game. This game has gone final. Warren Central defeats Trinity by 1 point, 42 to 41. Sounds like that was a thriller.
Wow, that is a great game. And Trinity High School out of the Louisville area is a very talented team, very talented school. They've played Cathedral in years past. They always seem to find a Central Indiana team on their schedule. And for Warren Central, a team who is very talented, once again, a team that is definitely gunning for a state title this year to come up with that win, that is a big victory.
In another update, we're going to take you to the Ben Davis and Avon game. It looks like Ben Davis has just missed a 2-point conversion. It's 41 to 36. Avon with 1:33 to play. So it looks like Avon, it looks promising, like they might be able to pull out a victory here, but another great game. We're being treated to some really, really good football early in this season.
You're exactly right, Sam, and that'll be interesting to see if Ben Davis, the reigning state champions, with 1:33 left, they are one touchdown away from regaining that lead. So to all our viewers here at Audio Sports Online, that is definitely a game to follow. And here we go. We have this North Central team lining up for a field goal. They've already missed 2 tonight. Maybe they'll miss this one. Clean snap, clean hold, clean kick. That is a good field goal. North Central is up 31 to 13 now on this Hamilton Southeastern Royals team. With only 2 minutes and 18 seconds left, I think that just about does it.
Royals are going to need something spectacular here. It looks they're down 18 points. That's a 3-possession game. So tough break for the Royals. Looks like they'll have to use this one as a learning experience. But once again, a new coaching staff. You're not going to win every game, and a lot to learn. A lot of takeaways from tonight. There were some really bright spots, and there were some things that the Royals need to clean up for next week. But I think going forward, I think both these teams are having a pretty good start to the season. I think.
I would agree, Sam. And, HSE had 2 tough games early in the season, 2 very athletic teams early in the season. And kudos to this North Central team. They played a great ball game tonight. But also, we got to point out that the Royals did have some big plays. Early, the touchdown to DeAndre Rhodes was obviously a big play. And then they had a solid drive that ended with that Matt Harris touchdown there in the south end zone. And so there are definitely some positive takeaways. The defense hung tough. Unfortunately, we couldn't get any turnovers on the defensive side of the ball. And in a game like this, time of possession, field position, and turnovers is definitely a big factor. So the kick goes out of bounds. And if I'm correct, that is a penalty. Yes, that is a penalty. And if you look at the 40-yard line right there, there was a little scuffle between the North Central and HSE player on the kickoff. And so you never like to see that, especially late in the game. So HSE will get pretty good field position. Maybe they can end on the high note.
Yeah, quite a break for HSE. We'll see if they can do anything with it, but certainly it doesn't hurt to have good field position here. And what I would look for on this drive is I would just look for the Royals to try to get some offensive momentum and have something positive to think about going into next week.
I definitely agree, Sam. And I'm interested to see coming out. It looks like as though the Royals. Oh, it looks like they're re-kicking. Yeah, I was confused because I did not see our quarterback Cody Sparks in the huddle. So they're going to kick off once more and hopefully get this Royal offense back out on the field.
It's an interesting call. It looks like Adam Morris, the head coach of HSE, has a lot of confidence in his special teams group. He's turning down good field position for a chance at a big play here.
And you're right, Sam, and we've talked about this being a learning experience. So I think Morris sees a lot more value in the special teams unit coming out one more time, to get more reps, get more practice, as opposed to the offense just getting the ball at the 40-yard line. So the kick is on the way. This one looks good. It looks straight. And it's going to go right back to Jackson Lance. There's a very athletic return man who gets absolutely stuck right there at the 27-yard line. What a great hit on the play. Unfortunately, I cannot quite identify that number. And the ref throws the flag.
Looks like Lance is a little shaken up. Let's hope he's okay.
Yeah, you're right. Jackson Lance is definitely one of our more athletic players on the team. One of the better weapons on the offense. And you never like to see him get hurt in time that, quite frankly, just isn't of any value to the outcome of this game.
Yep, and it looks. I would suspect with 2:14 left that Lance, his night may be over. They don't want to risk any further injury.
Oh, I can most definitely agree. And it looks like the refs are bringing the ball back to the 15-yard line. That is a personal foul on the Royals. You hate to see that, especially with the game over. You don't like to see that lack of discipline from a Royal player. And so it seems the coaches are letting him hear it a little bit on the sideline, hoping this can be a learning moment for Nate Haas, the sophomore linebacker.
Just a tough night for the Royals. Tough second half. They played well in the first half, but they just haven't been able to find anything in the second half.
You're exactly right. Trailing 14-7 coming into the second half. Getting a quick touchdown on their first possession. This looked very promising for the Royals, but the air has definitely left the tires since then, and this wagon just has not been rolling.
Yeah, and it's a learning experience for the Royals. I think a lot of areas they can improve, but a lot of positives to take from this.
Sparks there from the shotgun, overthrows, and he took another shot right there on the play. Just because the game's over, you'd like to see a little bit more effort from the offensive line and protect their quarterback. So, once again, 3rd and 10. Cody Sparks is going to be running this out of the shotgun. 3 receivers at the bottom of the field, 1 at the top of the field. We've seen that spread formation from the Royals this season where they leave 1 receiver at the top, 3 receivers at the bottom running slant routes, trying to get each other open. We'll see if we see the same here. Sparks takes the snap. It appears to be a vertical route, a vertical stretch over the middle. That is another drop. That is an interception. The Panthers with a good run back to the 19-yard line. And that is Sparks' second interception on the day, but right there, I don't know if, quite frankly, that was his fault.
Sam, I think that's going to do it. Looks like North Central's going to take the ball over. Not even sure that they're going to do anything with this. I would expect a couple kneel downs, and that's going to be it for tonight.
Yes, you're right, Sam. Hopefully just a few formality plays from the Panthers. And to get a quick update on the Ben Davis game, there's less than 30 seconds left in the game. The current score is 41-36 Avon. 30 seconds left. Ben Davis has a 2nd and 30 right now. 2nd and 35, so you never like to see your team in that position. The ball's at the 46-yard line, so if they score...
There you go. There's the kneel down that we expected to see.
You're right, Sam, but in the Ben Davis game, there was an overthrow from the quarterback to a deep route to the receiver. So, unfortunately, they cannot put the ball in the end zone where they need it to be right now. It is a 4th and 33 for this Ben Davis offense, trailing by 5. Wow. Your playbook is very limited here, Sam, if you're the Ben Davis offensive coordinator.
Yeah. I don't know if the coaches even have a play drawn up for a 33 yards to go.
You're right, ball on the 47 in this Ben Davis game. But there is a timeout on the field, so we will update you as soon as we hear anything. Once again, this North Central team, a few formality kneels with 30 seconds left on the play clock. 58 seconds in the game. We are 1 kneel away from sealing this one up. So, tough loss for the Royals. Very well played from this North Central Panthers team, and we'll be excited to see this HSE team take the field next week at Avon. Very athletic team once again, but hopefully the Royals can learn from this and be prepared for that team.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm sure you would agree with me. I feel like the Royals, they played really well in the first half, and they kept the game close. But just a tough second half. But in the big picture of things, it's a long football season, and we're in week 2. So while this loss hurts right now a little bit, in the grand scheme of things, it could actually benefit the Royals. We learned a lot of things tonight, so something to think about. So that's going to do it here tonight. Thank you, guys. Let's hand it over to Marcus.
Well, we want to at least take one more chance to thank all of our sponsors, ARS Indiana, Wasson Nursery, Stanley Chevrolet, and Moe's Southwest Grill. Thanks to all of our sponsors. Also want to have a special thanks to Sam and Sam for joining us there in the second half and rounding out that broadcast for us. I was on the camera the whole game, so any problems you have with the camera, send them to me. We definitely appreciate Sam and Sam coming out. We hope they can join us a little bit next week as well, and we look forward to getting a chance to listen to some of their broadcasts as they go on to broadcast some Hamilton Southeastern football over the next couple of months. So I want to thank you guys both for joining us today. Thank you, Sam, and thank you, Sam. You guys have a great rest of your day. And this is Marcus Fredwell from Audio Sports Online for Sam Houston and Sam Smith saying to you for the final time tonight, so long, sports fans.